everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Live at E3. Yeah, it is. It's day 2 here live from the show floor at the Los Angeles Convention Center. We've got a great show coming up for you. I'm Chris.
And I'm Madison. We saw a ton of great stuff yesterday. We had Roller Champions. We had a live demo of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and of course, Rainbow Six Siege Operation Phantom Sight.
Some great games yesterday, and we've got more in store for you today. We're going to be kicking it off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, the newly announced story creator mode, we're going to show you how that baby works, and then, of course, get a glimpse at Discovery Tour, that educational, peaceful way to explore that incredible open world of ancient Greece.
That's right, because who doesn't love learning some history while walking around in a suit of armor?
It's like exercising your body and your brain.
That's right. Afterwards, we have an interview with Ubisoft CEO and co-founder Yves Guillemot. We'll be talking about Stadia, Uplay Plus, all of the games.
All the games.
All the games.
All the games. Speaking of games, then it's up to the Division 2. We're going to be going through the Year 1 content, including those free episodes they'll be delivering over the course of the year, and a return to New York City. And then it's off to another city, London. Watchdogs Legion. We've got a live walkthrough coming for you. Going to showcase that play as anyone feature.
And of course, if you can play as anyone, obviously you're playing as Helen.
Once a badass, always a badass.
Always.
Helen for life.
Age is just a number. And afterwards, we have a Brawlhalla show match. We have devs versus the crowd. So all of you lovely people here on the booth, get excited. You too could be going head to head up against our devs.
It's going to be a good show.
It's going to be great.
We're going to have people fighting. We're going to have a lot of cool game information. And we're going to kick it off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We've got Yusuf and Maxime waiting for us right over there. Let's kick it over to those guys and start the show.
Thanks so much, Chris and Madison. We're kicking things off with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, specifically talking about Discovery Tour Ancient Greece. Joining me here is Maxime Durand, historian on the Assassin's Creed franchise. Maxime, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure, really.
So I'm so excited Discovery Tour is back, but for those who don't know, what exactly is Discovery Tour?
So Discovery Tour is taking the same world as the main game, but here, really, you go everywhere you want, remove the conflict, and instead you take tours. So you take the thematic that you're interested in, so architecture, daily life aspects, and then you take all these tours and you get to learn a little bit more about the world of ancient Greece.
That's awesome. Assassin's Creed's always had this historical thread going through it. You're always learning while you're playing the game, and so it's so awesome to see an actual dedicated mode specifically for learning.
I mean, it's exactly that. I mean, we thought about players. They've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey for dozens of hours, if not hundreds of hours, and then enjoyed the game. And now they can come back to the Discovery Tour, and they can learn even more about the story behind the stories of Alexios, of Cassandra, and all of these historical characters that they've met throughout their adventure.
That's awesome. And so you introduced Discovery Tour for Assassin's Creed Origins originally. What's new this time around in Odyssey?
So we like to play a lot with games. So we wanted to improve taking the tools from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So we're introducing historic guides to these tours. So they will accompany you at the beginning of the tour and at the end. So these are characters from the game that are well beloved, well known of the fans, but also of people that are new to video games that want to get introduced to the Discovery Tour. So there's that. Then we have highly realized cinematics for every station. So whereas we had static cameras before, now it's very dynamic. You see all the details. You can really feel ancient Greece in its power.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So there was originally, I believe last year in Origins, or previously for Origins, we had 75 tours. How many does Odysseys have, and how are those tours sort of structured? How are they breaking down?
So we really embraced the open world vision for this Discovery Tour. So we went from 75 tours in ancient Egypt to 30 tours in Assassin's Creed Odyssey's Discovery Tour. But as a matter of fact, the tours are longer than before because now you can interact with the NPCs, you can take on quiz, and there's a whole vast plan of exploration. So you have these 30 tours on one side, and on the other side you have hundreds of unique stations that you have to discover in the world. So out of the 29 regions of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we cover 26 regions with content. So really, there's a lot of things to do in this Discovery Tour.
That's awesome. And I know you get to play as a lot of different characters if you like, right, in Discovery Tour, but you're also sort of interacting with other characters, right, if you choose?
Exactly. So we've got 35 avatars. I will not tell all of them just right now because we want to keep the surprise for the launch. But there's very sweet avatars out there that are historical characters and very unique ones that we'll get to unlock through a progression system. But also, you get to meet with 5 characters from the main game. These are your guides. So we have King Leonidas, which we saw in Monday's show. Then we have Aspasia, who will talk to us about Athens. We've got Herodotus, the first historian in the world, talking about battles and historical landmarks. Barnabas, a fan's favorite, will talk about mythology. And Marcos, my favorite, will talk about daily life aspects.
I feel like daily life and Marcos, that's a perfect fit.
Tours on Wine with Marcos is something very special.
I'm sure. So for the person out there who not only wants to learn everything there is, but maybe wants to get some rewards for their knowledge, what's Discovery Tour have in store for them?
So you've got 35 avatars. So some of them will be available from the beginning, from the get-go, but vast majority of them will be rewarded through progression in the game. We also add 15 mounts. Again, some of them are very nice mounts, very special mounts and unique that you will unlock through the activities, through exploration, and through going into the tours themselves.
That's awesome. And of course, knowledge is always the best reward, right?
There you go. Learning is the best reward when you play the Discovery Tour.
Speaking of learning too, this time Discovery Tour features quizzes at the end, right? What was the decision to implement those?
So we thought, how can we improve on the experience? How can we make it more personal? So when you get to the end of your tour, the NPC offers you to take on another challenge, or you take a quiz. The quiz are not mandatory. You can do them right now, or you can do them later if you want, if you prefer, and come back to them at any time. So you have a couple of questions. All of them are drawn from the content of the tour itself, and they're fun and easy. Okay. And if you don't have the right answer, it's all right. You're not losing anything. It's cool. You can come back, and the NPC is telling you why it wasn't the proper answer. So you're always learning. You're always having fun and getting interested into one of the multiple aspects of ancient Greece.
That's awesome. Maxime, thank you so much. I can't wait for Discovery Tour. If you're like me and you want to jump into ancient Greece, check out this video below for a little bit of a tease of what Discovery Tour will be like.
Welcome, visitor, to where Spartan boys become Spartan men.
The first cycle of the Agoge focused on boys aged 7 to 12. Each of the boys had shaved heads and wore light clothing. They walked everywhere barefoot, swam the Erotis River all year long, slept on reeds, and participated in cult rituals for Artemis or Thea. The boys were grouped into herds, or agoli, and were supervised by older adolescents.
Your tour has ended. As you have seen, the Agoge was not for the weak or faint of heart, but it did its job in producing skilled warriors and shrewd citizens. What else would you like to do? So you think you are ready for a test? Very well. Let us see how you fare. First, a simple question. When were Spartans allowed to grow mustaches? I'm afraid not. We Spartans are impressive, but not even we can force facial hair at such a young age. Try another answer. Yes. Once a Spartan man was over 30, he was allowed to adorn his face with a glorious display of manhood. Impressive, visitor. You should be proud.
I want to launch it now.
Yeah?
Just so that it's ready and loaded.
Yeah. I think Professor Leonidas is everything I never knew I wanted. But next up in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we're talking the newly released Story Creator Mode. I'm joined here by Ellie and Joraptor. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, before we jump in, we're gonna take a look at the trailer for Story Creator Mode, so check this out.
The Story Creator Mode is a tool that we're going to give to the community to create all the stories they want in the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
A story is a succession of quests that you can set up pretty much as you want. We have a wide variety of objectives to choose from. You can add characters from the main game, as well as write your own dialogues and share them with the whole community.
You can pretty much write whatever you want within Story Creator mode. The dialogue tools are actually based on the ones that we used for the main game. You can create branching narratives, you can role play.
We know our community is quite creative, and I think whether you're into art or writing or just very curious about how games work, Story Creator mode can appeal to you.
There's so much potential, and there's so many different objectives and possibilities with the dialogue system, so really get deep into those mechanics and see just what you can actually create.
The entire community is going to make us dream, make us cry, make us laugh. We're pretty sure that people are going to surprise us.
I'm really excited to see what the community can actually come up with. I'm excited to see the variety of quests that they will make and the stories that they can tell within the world, because there is so much potential there.
You know, Ellie, I'm so excited that Story Creator mode is in Assassin's Creed Odyssey now. It was already a very, very big game, and it's getting a lot bigger now, it seems.
Yep, it is. It's crazy.
Yeah, so what was the decision behind implementing Story Creator mode?
So we've always wanted to give something back to the community because they're so passionate. All our fans love the games, and it seemed like the perfect opportunity to give them this new tool set that they can then use to write their own stories within the world that they know and love, and use the characters that they've seen before. So
That's awesome. No, I can't wait to get my hands on it, and it's already live now, right?
it is. We found out this morning we actually have over 40,000 people using it already, which is insane.
That's amazing.
And there's over 2,000 stories that you can play already.
Wow, so you already have 2,000 new quests in Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yep.
You got no excuse now for content, right?
Yep.
So we have Joraptor here as well, and
Yes.
Joraptor, you recently got to go all the way up to Ubisoft Quebec and actually make a quest, right?
Yeah, I met the team. I was able to get some workshops from some of the quest designers that actually worked on Odyssey, and they kind of shared some tips on what is needed to create a quest in the game. And yeah, we made a quest that we want to showcase here.
That's awesome.
It already has some of the tips and tricks applied.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to see it. Can you give us a little bit of a tease about what the quest is about?
Yeah, so you can do like a ton of stuff with different, you can really choose a lot of different characters that are familiar in the game, and yeah, kind of put them in unique situations. So for this quest, there's like a big battle coming, and you have to recruit some people that you think will be helpful during that battle.
Okay, so let's go through it. Let's take a look. Where are we right now? Okay, so we're in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gratis is ready to talk to us.
Oh,
so
we got Stoker. Okay, so obviously, this is Story Creator mode. You wrote all this dialogue yourself, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so it won't be voiced, but I think we can do something about that.
Yeah, okay.
You want to add some voices to this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah?
Okay.
So who wants to be Socrates?
I volunteer to
Ellie-
be
Ellie's
Socrates.
Socrates? Okay. And is this Alexios we have here?
Yes.
Okay. I can be Alexios.
Cool. Now let's start then.
Hey Alexios, just the person I was looking for.
I was not looking for you, but what do you got?
I just had a frightening vision that today might be your final day in this world. A big fight is coming.
Nothing scares me. Not even the quests that would be streamed live from an E3 stage.
It will be your most personal battle yet, and either your mum or dad can help, but only one.
Okay, do we go to mommy, or do we love daddy more? I see an Altair in the crowd. What are you thinking, sir? Mommy or daddy?
Oh, he's coming up.
Let's go with mommy.
Okay, we're gonna go with mommy. We're going mommy.
Okay, let's go to mommy.
So we're gonna go find Marini now. So, ooh.
Oh, we got a
Yeah, we got a
fancy
flame.
horse as
Yeah.
well.
So as we go off up here and you're going to the quest, what kind of things did you learn from the team?
Yeah, for example, the first thing you see here is that the quest, the next objective is pretty close by. You don't want to walk for 500 meters or a very, very long time to get to your objective. So you want to make sure that, for example, here we wanted to put people in cages. So you have cages nearby where you start the quest. So yeah, you're not like traveling for a really long time. That's a really important thing. Also,
Oh, please.
Yeah, also what you will see is that while it was kind of like go to your mommy, and we actually see that she's already fighting. She's already having a...
Oh, wow. So we got to help her out.
Yeah.
So there's loads of different objectives within Story Creator mode. You can do things like assassinate people, you can go to locations, that sort of thing. And you can combine them too. So if you go to a location, you can have people already engaged in an action that you can join in with.
Yeah. So it makes it feel like it's this persistent world that Odyssey is.
Yeah.
And you want to also like surprise people. If we went to our daddy, he was in a cage, he was trapped. So we need to save him. While you would expect maybe that your mother would be trapped and not fighting, but it's actually the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah, but we all know that Mireille is awesome, right? So.
Yeah, for sure.
She's a fierce warrior. She's a very fierce warrior. And I love that these are characters from the story. These are characters we all have relationships already if you've been playing Odyssey.
One of the great parts about the Story Creator mode, though, is that you can completely rename the characters. You can reassign all their combat abilities and things like that. You can change their archetypes. So there's that huge amount of flexibility within it as well.
Oh, wow.
Okay, nice finisher. Yeah.
Ooh, good execution.
Who's voicing Mireille?
I will do...
You'll be Mireille?
Yeah.
Ellie, would you like to be Alexios this time?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for the help. I knew my son would choose me instead of stupid Nicholas.
No problem. Can you now return the favor?
Are we going to kill your dad?
No, we have a bigger battle to fight.
Okay, I will help, and I know someone else who can help as well.
Oh.
So now we want to fight extra help again. The objective is pretty close by. And what you could do is like already name the person that you were supposed to look up now. But we actually did find extra help, so you're kind of surprised when you go to this location and see who is there.
Yeah.
And what is also awesome is that you can do a talk objective, so we have to talk to this person. But because we put this person in an animal den, so you can see the whole map of Odyssey and put someone like in a location, and we knew there were animals here, so we knew if we put the character here, he would be fighting.
This looks like chaos here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I recognize this character.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good thing he's not fighting ghosts.
Let's see if we can... And it was also like, you want to recruit people like for a big battle to come, so to see them fight already gives you the idea, okay, this person might be useful for my battle.
Absolutely. And again, this is someone from the story that you chose. Oh yeah, the Cyclops of Catalonia.
Oh, damn it. I ate everything already. I will give you a lot of cookies if you help me though. There's a big fight coming.
Oh, I hear the Cyclops loves cookies.
Who's the Cyclops?
I can be the Cyclops.
Okay, let's go.
Tell me more. My belly's hungry. I almost ate that fat guy. Marcos. Marcos was his name if I remember correctly.
You got Marcos?
Yeah, but you didn't taste great. I will help you out, or you can have him for lunch.
So now we can choose to save Marcos or recruit the Cyclops. Marcos would of course not be a valuable person for in our team.
Everyone loves Marcos.
Yeah,
I
on the other
love
hand,
Marcos. I love.
Surely everybody can benefit from
Marcos.
having Marcos.
I know.
in the team.
I really want to save Marcos.
And also for this dialogue, we wanted to kind of do some crazy things. Like you would not expect him to say, "I want a cookie." Like to kind of surprise people is really needed to have a fun quest.
That's a good point. I mean, why you're making this quest yourself? You're writing your own dialogue. Why not throw in some fun things?
Yeah, the dialogue system is fully flexible as well. It's a simplistic version of what we actually use to create the main game for both the editor and for the quest editor and the dialogue editor. So you can write whatever you want within it. It's totally free, basically.
So if someone's watching this right now and they say, hey, after the stream, I want to go make my own quest. How do they do that?
They just go directly to the Assassin's Creed website, the official website, and from there you can go to the Story Creator mode page. You can then go into the creator itself online, or you can browse the quests that people have already made. You can add those to your story log, they'll appear in your game, you just download the new update and you're off.
That's awesome.
It's as simple as that, and it's completely free as well, so anyone can try it.
That's so great. So you're making the quests on your computer, and you can play them anywhere you have Assassin's Creed Odyssey already.
Yeah, so everything has to be created through a PC, but beyond that, it's completely cross-platform. So if you normally play on Xbox, people on PlayStation can also try out your quests.
That's awesome.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go save our best pal now, Marcos.
Marcos is always finding himself in sticky situations.
Yeah.
So this is very realistic.
Ooh. Like that? Let's see if there's anyone left. So we had for this situation also find a cage nearby where we could put Marcos in.
You gotta put him in a cage.
Who's
So-
one voice Marcos?
Oh, shall I do it?
Okay. I will do Alexios.
I thought I was a Cyclops meal. Thank you.
Now it's your turn to return the favor. Everybody benefits.
Hard to disagree with that. Haven't held a sword in ages, but everything is better than the Cyclops' cookie jar.
Okay, and now we're going to find out what this battle is all about. And also interesting is that we could have gone back to Socrates in the city, but you don't want to like go back to locations that you haven't been before. You want to go to fresh locations all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why we put him in a new location. We actually made him a second time, like you can create the same character, but that has a different purpose in the world. And yeah, it keeps the player
I love these
interested.
tips. Yeah, I love these tips. It's something that you don't maybe consider when you're going through and playing a game, but when you're actually designing the quest, yeah, I'm sure you have to actually consider where am I going, how far do I have to travel to get there.
And also for this location, you will see that in a second, but there will be a lot of people there, so we had to find a location where we could put a lot of people and not have them be crowded by a lot of other people. So you had to find the good location for this big battle.
Yeah, there's a lot of scouting involved, isn't there, when you're setting up. It's best to plan things in advance before you start creating, because then you've already got an idea of what you actually want to do.
That's a good point.
Otherwise, you could end up with a bunch of people in a crowd jumping around and partying like that.
They're just happy to see the Cyclops, I guess.
He's got big fans.
Yeah, you've got a little fan
Okay,
club
let's see.
there.
Who wanna do Socrates?
I can do it.
Okay, I will do Alexios again. Wait, why is everyone here?
You brought this on yourself. How could you not choose? How could you not choose them when they were so much for you?
I saved their life.
Oh, and the people that you recruited don't even like you.
But.
And I made a bet with Ellie that you'll die on stream. Fight my minion.
Oh shit.
The heel turn from Socrates. I was not expecting that.
Oh my god.
Oh my
now
god.
everyone is against me. So that's really cool that you can have like characters that would never fight you suddenly fight you in this story creator mode.
Oh gosh. I thought he was a peaceful man.
Not anymore.
We have Marcos on our side though.
Oh, we actually got some civilians like helping them as well.
Oh no, Marini.
And you give them different archetypes as well, like one has a spear here. So yeah, sometimes they can grab a bow. It really depends on what you wanna do. I think we
completed
killed
the quest.
everyone. We completed the
Nice.
quest. We
Well done.
Well done, well done.
succeeded.
So we just saw that quest. It was, a decent length quest. About how long did it take you to make it?
So you really have to get used to the tools at first, for sure. There are some cool guides online as well, created by Ubisoft, so you can like kind of already see some tips and tricks on how to make it. I feel that right now this went like 3 hours you have to make for the different choices, like the branching dialogue. You really have to create that, but you will get better at it over time. And actually, playtesting is another big part. Like, does everything work? Does the Cyclops really fight the animals when I get there, or something like that? So you really have to try it multiple times to see if it works in the end.
Yeah, there was a lot of iteration involved and scrapping things and
Yeah.
going over it. And
But
that's
really, after I went to the studio, like, I came back and I already knew way more stuff, and I could really like, if I would make a quest right now, it would be way easier for me.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of things did you try out that maybe didn't work as well that you had to adjust?
Yeah, so the big battle, for example, first it was not really, some people did not really fight us. You have to make sure that, for example, you make all the characters a Spartan, because otherwise the Spartan will fight Athenians. That's just how things go.
Yeah.
So you have to look at stuff like that as well.
That's awesome. And Ellie, if someone out there maybe isn't feeling as creative as they could be right now, they just want to go in and play quests, what's the best way for them to find quests?
So you can either go directly to the Story Explorer on the website, and you can browse things by category, by most popular, that sort of thing. Or you can go into the game and it will recommend stories for you to try out, and then the more you try and the more you rate and tag and things like that, it will then recommend better stories, depending on the content that you like.
That's so cool. And you can obviously play as, Cassandra or Alexios, right?
Yeah, just your character.
Okay.
It's like you do a regular mission in Odyssey, only you go through a portal, and yeah, it's made by someone else.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that you get to take characters that we all know, like Mirini, Socrates, and then
Yeah.
just
Put
change
them
up.
in weird situations.
Yeah.
Or like fight an army of Socrates that you saw in the trailer as well. It's all possible.
Yeah, no, that's so great. That's so awesome. When it comes to sort of the process of, like you said, beginning and ending the quest now that you've gotten some experience under your belt, how long do you think it would take you to make a quest, 10 minutes long or something like that?
Yeah, it really depends on the different choices. For example, here we had 2 choice options. Would you go for Marcos or would you go for your mom and your dad?
Yeah.
But if you can really go crazy. We actually made one longer quest. You could also have one quest that would end and then continue with the next one. So it kind of depends how crazy you want to do it. I would say start easy. Don't do a lot of crazy things. Make sure that the quests come together as well. You don't want to, have like a choice that would then impact the ending. You wanted to have, for example, here we all came back to the same location. Doesn't matter if you chose Marcos or the Cyclops. You all came back to the same location. That's important, I think. And maybe play other quests, because then you see, hey, that person is doing some interesting things. Maybe I can. Incorporate that
get some inspiration from the community.
Yeah, one of the great parts of the entire tool system is that all the quests are shareable. So you can share your stories online with friends on social media, things like that. So you can receive feedback from your fellow creators, the players, things like that, and you can then change things depending on their feedback, which is really cool. You can always iterate on things at any time as well. You can go back in and edit things and republish the quest. So there's so much flexibility with it. It's amazing.
That's awesome. Ellie, Joe, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
If Story Creator Mode looks great to you, you can check it out right now. It's already up. It's already available. You can start making stories. You can start playing stories.
You can play this quest as well.
Yeah.
I think.
You can play this quest right now.
Yeah, it is live.
Yes. So go on, check that out if that sounds interesting to you. That's it for our time here, but don't go anywhere. Make sure you stick around. We're coming back in a little while with an interview live on the Ubisoft booth stage with CEO Yves Guillemot, so don't miss it.
The Story Creator Mode is a tool that we're going to give to the community to create all the stories they want in the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
A story is a succession of quests that you can set up pretty much as you want. We have a wide variety of objectives to choose from. You can add characters from the main game, as well as write your own dialogues and share them with the whole community.
You can pretty much write whatever you want within Story Creator Mode. The dialogue tools are actually based on the ones that we used for the main game. You can create branching narratives, you can role play.
We know our community is quite creative, and I think whether you're into art or writing or just very curious about how games work, Story Creator Mode can appeal to you.
There's so much potential, and there's so many different objectives and possibilities with the dialogue system, so really get deep into those mechanics and see just what you can actually create.
The entire community is going to make us dream, make us cry, make us laugh. We're pretty sure that people are going to surprise us.
I'm really excited to see what the community can actually come up with. I'm excited to see the variety of quests that they will make and the stories that they can tell within the world, because there is so much potential there.
Catherine Ashley here. I'm with Andy right at the Ubisoft store at E3 2019. So, Andy, what do we got going on over here?
Got a little bit of everything. About our big releases for this year's E3 is the minifig charm set from our partner Just Play. They're exclusive to E3. It comes with 6 different operator charms. We also have the Ash Fig Pin Mini exclusive to E3.
I was looking at these before. What are all these?
These are selling like crazy in there. We're having trouble finding them. They're going so fast.
but these are our operator pins, enamel pins from our great partner FanFit Gaming.
All right, Andy, thank you so much. This stuff is really, really cool. And guys, stay with us for more Ubisoft Live at E3.
enjoy the show.
In Watchdogs Legion, your mission is to build a popular resistance to fight back against the emergence of an authoritarian regime. This means you don't just play as one hero, but many. You want to make a team of classic British spies? No problem. You want to be a crew of street-savvy kids from the council block? Do it. You want to go hipster, body mod, the women of Bletchley Park? These ladies fucking invented hacking! Play as Anyone is the innovation that transforms a story about freeing London and the world from the grip of tyranny into a game about the heroes that live in each of us. Welcome to the Resistance.
I am here today because I love games. Our show takes place in the fictional studio that created the biggest MMORPG in the world, Mythic Quest. The show follows the team of devs, and at the head of that team is my character, creative director, Ian Grimm. Like most of the creative directors that I've met, he has an ego the size of a city bus.
I think it's brilliant.
What are they doing? Come on, man. I'm dying. Damn. Yes, I'm Ice-T. There's a difference between some friendly trash talk and being a toxic dick.
Brawlhalla? Brawlhalla? No, man. Brawlhalla. Oh, love that bacon hammer. All I do is win. Hey, welcome to Brawlhalla. This game is...
There are so many exciting things to come for Rainbow Six Siege. In-game events, map reworks, playlist updates, a roster of 52 unique operators, and of course, a thriving esports scene.
Hey, I'm John. This is Bam Bam the Dog. I get to play Cole D. Walker. He's a skilled former special operations soldier with his own sense of responsibility and his own moral code. You will face an entire army, my army. Get ready to take on the wolves. Take on me.
Is why we exist. And I know we're gonna have much more of these moments because dance is a force. It's transcendent. It unites and it shows us who we are. That's why Just Dance is more than just dance.
We would be thrilled to have you join our very passionate community. This week only, the Division 2 will be 100% free for everyone to play. One last thing. We will be making the Division movie with Netflix.
When will you ever get to play this? How about today? See you in the arena.
The stories of the ancient gods and their misadventures have existed through generations of storytellers and audiences and have transformed into tales that we still know and love today.
To everyone who play our games, you push us to always do better and go further. Thank you for your love.
Hey there, folks. You are watching Ubisoft Live at E3. We're your hosts, Chris and Madison, and we are joined by CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Yves, thank you for joining us.
Hello. Thank you, everyone. Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, it's always a pleasure talking with you, Yves. So how are you feeling about E3 this year and about Ubisoft's lineup?
Oh, I feel very good. I think we had a very good conference. The response you know, all the fans gave was fantastic, so I'm very happy.
Excellent. It was fun to be a part of, and just great energy, especially right at the start with that kickoff of Watchdogs Legion. This is one of the exciting games Ubisoft is showing off here, and I want to ask you about this game and the play as anyone feature. You know, this is a kind of an exciting new thing. You can recruit anyone in this open world. It's a sort of a pretty bold move. How does Ubisoft sort of set things up so that an innovation like this, the teams have the time to dedicate to bring this to life?
In fact, we have to make sure we have very good teams in the same in a studio, and that those guys have, as you said, enough time to search for breakthrough. And you know, we have in Toronto a fantastic team that has been coming with lots of fun, really good ideas, and this one really took off. And the first time we saw it, we were convinced. So it's really now developing, and I think it's going to be something that will change the video game industry.
It certainly seems like it. And with so many characters in the open world, I have to observe that this might be the closest we're getting to Yves Guillemot as a playable character in a video game. Are we going to spot you roaming around that open world there?
I don't know. You will be there cool, you know?
Okay.
To talk to the dev team about that, right? Yeah. And also, so Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right, was able to announce some exciting new modes. So the story mode, the story creator mode, and then also, obviously, the Discovery Tour. You know, and Ubisoft has always made sure that players are able to experience historical, you know, fantasy settings in Assassin's Creed. And now, with their ability to create stories in Odyssey, you know, how do you think that will enrich players' experience?
I think it will be a new dimension for the Assassin's Creed brand, because if we can have all the creations from the fans enrich the overall experience, I think we will see things that will be you know, unexpected. And we want you to spend as much time as possible to really come with beautiful stories, and I'm anxious to get to see what you will actually, what they will actually create.
We saw a glimpse of it in action earlier on the stream, if you were watching, folks. We also saw a glimpse of Discovery Tour. Now, when this first came out for Assassin's Creed Origins, to me it felt like a little bit of a risk. You know, we're putting time, we're putting energy into this thing it's in the Assassin's Creed world, but it's different from the core experience, you know. But now Assassin's Creed Discovery Tour is coming back for ancient Greece. How did that first one do? How did it motivate the second one? What's sort of the what do you think is compelling about the Discovery Tour and why we're going back to it?
Oh, actually, the response from the first one was so good, and it was used in many schools. Teachers called us all over the world saying, you know, how can we use it? So I used it, and that's how the reaction was. So we said, okay, we have to go one step further and really bring the possibility for players to actually experience also a little bit of interaction with the world, so that they can feel immersed in it a bit more than in the first one. So we will go like this on the iterations we create. We will increase the interaction with the world and make sure we learn as much as possible when we go and spend time there.
Excellent, and such a fascinating way for people to get to explore that world. I can't wait to dive into it myself.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. And speaking of beautiful worlds, we saw Ghost Recon Breakpoint yesterday, right? So gorgeous as always. But the team also announced a couple of updates that were in response to community feedback, right? So also the class-specific weapons and also the return of AI squad mates, right? How do you, what's your philosophy about balancing that kind of input from the community with the dev team's vision?
It's actually the team that is in communication regularly with the community, and they know what they can do. They know the limits they have because all those games are very complex, and they have been actually very good at understanding what was possible, and what I've seen is the response from the community has been very good, and I encouraged the community to continue to bring new ideas like this, because that's really the best way to make sure those games are adapted to what our players want.
Do you think that's important for Ubisoft? We've seen that now with The Division, we've seen that with Rainbow Six, with For Honor, with lots of different games where community feedback has really been taken into account and implemented. Do you think that that's something that's important for Ubisoft in general?
Yeah, and I think it's just the beginning of it. We want to do more and more of this, and we will also bring more and more tools so that this collaboration with our players increases, and that we all feel we are part of the same creation, actually. Enjoying playing, but enjoying also creating content.
Very cool. Certainly a lot of people enjoying creating content here at E3. I want to touch on one more game that we showed off during the conference, Roller Champions. Now, I don't know about you folks at home, but when I saw it, it's just, oh, here comes Ubisoft with yet another roller derby basketball sport hybrid game like they're always releasing. But this is, this is an unexpected game in some ways. And so I want to know your reaction when this pitch comes across your desk. What's the story there? When the teams pitch you on something like that, how does it go forward from there?
It's there are different stages, actually. The first time they pitched the idea, we loved the idea, but we wanted to make sure that the gameplay would have enough depth, and because we want players to spend a lot of time on those games, and we want to be able to do esports at one point. So, it's a constant communication with the team to set the bar at the right level, and so this team is doing very well, and what they showed today yesterday was at the level we expected. Now we have to continue to put depth in it so that players can come and go and compete with other players.
Very cool. And Madison, I asked you this important question yesterday, but Yves, roller skates or roller blades? Do you have a preference yourself, the four wheels or the inline skates?
I would say roller blade is more my favorite.
All right.
Yeah. Rollerblades all the way. Team rollerblades. That's right. And we also saw yesterday in the conference Uplay Plus, right? So players can play, it looks like all of Ubisoft's games, from the latest games to back catalog to all of the things. Why was this the right time for Uplay Plus?
I think it's the right time because we are creating so many different games and in different universes that we want more players to actually take advantage of them. And when you get in this subscription, you will not have barriers to access those games. And my wish is really that all Ubisoft players can actually try all those games and see the depth of them. And I think they will love that experience, and they will be able to share with their friends, and also meet friends that are playing other Ubisoft games, understand they are there while they come in, and they will be able to go everywhere they want, actually. So they can, together, groups of friends, actually experience different types of games of Ubisoft, because when you have the subscription, everybody will have all the games.
It seems like it's making things super easy for players to check out their favorite games.
Exactly.
Right? Do you have any plans to bring Uplay Plus to other platforms?
Yes, as you could see, Stadia is already announced, and we will continue to push.
Now, speaking of Stadia, this is a platform that's launching later this year, and Ubisoft has a history of being there at platform launches and supporting new platforms, sort of seeing what that audience is all about. What do you find compelling about Stadia, for being there at launch and supporting it?
What I like is, first, the possibility for us to play on a big screen and to continue on a smaller screen on the same game. And not only the games that exist today, but that in the future I have experiences that are well adapted to be played on any device wherever I go. So that I like. And the second thing, which I think can be fantastic, is the capacity to create games that will use 500 computers, 1,000 computers at times, and will give experiences and worlds that will be very rich, very dense, and in which many players can play at the same time, because they will all be on the same server, so no matchmaking problems, lots of things will be resolved, and we will be able to have new experiences that we have never seen before. So the possibilities that are there are just immense, and I think we will be able to tackle them quickly.
And one of the things you mentioned there, sort of about players having new experiences, connecting across the Stadia platform. Ubisoft already sort of connects players across platforms with Uplay Club, Ubisoft Club, right?
Yes.
Their profile sort of transfers there. And with more and more companies talking about cross-platform play and cross-platform saving, can you give us a peek at what Ubisoft's kind of philosophy is about that sort of cross-platform interaction?
We love we love cross-play, cross-progression, and that's why I like so much streaming, is that that's natural with those machines. And we spoke about Uplay Plus. If you have the Uplay Plus subscription, and you are on a streaming platform, you can go from one game to the other without having to download it, and you will be able to switch quickly from one game to the other. And on top, you will be able to have your progression. It's a new dimension, I would say, that will change the video game industry.
And speaking of that vision, right, for the future of video games, you've talked a lot about that vision, welcoming billions more players, having this opportunity for cross-play. What do you think that means for E3?
For E3, E3 will is a time where everyone shows what he can do. I think the fact that we have more and more players that will be interested by getting in worlds that will be more systemic, with more diversified activities in those games. I think E3 will continue to be a major time for all the industry, where we can look at what is proposed, and I like it very much to come at E3, because it's once a year a way to show everything we have and to get feedback from players. So I think it will continue to grow. We don't know exactly what's going to happen to E3, but that date for me is a good time actually to exchange with players.
Well, I feel kind of bad getting excited for next year's E3 already, but there you have it. Yves, thank you so much for taking the time to join us and talk through Ubisoft's games, Ubisoft's approach to the future, and all things Ubisoft.
Thank you, and have a great E3, all of you.
Absolutely.
So see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Yves.
It's going to be an exciting week. We're going to be back here live with the Division 2 shortly. Before that, we're going to take a look at some of the happenings right here in the Ubisoft booth. Stick with us.
now is Alexis and Sebastian. They are from the Ghost Recon Breakpoint dev team. So you guys are showing a live demo today. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going super great. People are super excited about it. We already have many people either playing on the pods or either lining up to play. That's great, amazing.
So what are they getting to play exactly?
So basically today we have a 20-minute demo that is one mission of the game. So you'll be able to experience all the new features we put in the game, survival mechanics, great shooting mechanics, and also discover just a tiny part of our new massive open world.
And what are players most excited about so far?
Well, so far from what we can see, they're really digging finding the drones. Now we have all sorts of new drones in Ghost Breakpoint, and we've got some really massive ones. I don't want to spoil stuff for you guys, but people have been really using the new items that we've been providing, and they've been switching up between the classes in the bivouac, finding the right play styles, and honestly, it's thrilling for us to see.
That's amazing. And if people are here right now at E3, how can they play it?
They can go straight down to the Ubisoft booth on the show floor. Like Alexis said, we had a 20-minute demo for you guys, one of the main missions of the game. It features all sorts of cool new stuff, so please come and check it out.
And if people aren't here right now, how can they play it?
If you guys want to have a chance at signing up for the beta, just go online and you'll be able to try and partake on September 5th.
All right, guys, so you heard that. Sign up for the beta access. But for now, stay tuned for the rest of Ubisoft Live at E3.
runs high in this time. Give it to me easy. Let me try with pleasure.
We had the training. We fought to protect the weak. But training doesn't prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother. He has left us no other choice. If we don't stop him, there will be nothing left to save.
Was that the New York City skyline I just saw there in the Division 2? Oh my goodness, yes it is. Hi folks, I'm Chris here, hosting Ubisoft Live at E3. Joining me to talk about the Division 2 is Yannick Bonchereau, Live Content Manager on the Division. Yannick, welcome.
Yes. Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
It's an exciting time, E3, hooray!
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, yeah, we've had a very great reception so far here from the people that play the Division and that are excited about it. Everybody's just, of course, looking forward to finding out more about that mysterious traitor and who's that guy and everything. So yeah, it's just great.
It's been a cool show, and we, yeah, at the conference on Monday, you guys sort of revealed a little more about what's coming from the Division 2. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, folks. We're going to be getting into what's coming next for players of the Division 2 throughout the course of the next year.
Yes.
So give us a little bit of the roadmap. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so the idea here for us was really to try to give some visibility on all the things that are coming. We've talked about the 3 episodes for a while, so it's about time to kind of give a bit more meat on what they are.
Okay.
And what's that journey we're creating for the players throughout the whole year, all the way to episode 3 and Coney Island. So there's going to be a lot of drops and a lot of narrative bits that are going to be, you know, paving the way all the way to that.
All right, we're going to give you folks some ideas of the stops along the way, and let's just start at the end there with Coney Island. I mean, that's where we're heading towards episode 3. What, I know it's still pretty far out,
Yes.
details are scant, but what can you give us?
It's, you know, the interesting thing with Coney Island is that you're going there on the offensive. You know, it's not, you're no longer just the first responders that are here reacting to a situation and reacting to an emergency. Now it's, you have rumors of things going, like pretty bad things going there, and you take the offensive. You decide to go there and actually, you know, go on a manhunt and grab that guy. So that's a very interesting new dynamic for the Division, which is usually all about protecting, and now is becoming a bit more aggressive. So that's the things that are really to be looking forward to in terms of narrative and how do we evolve the story and the lore.
Things must be pretty bad if they're like leaving the situation in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
We couldn't really call it good,
Yeah.
but if it's motivating that, you guys are up in the stakes.
Yeah, and it's interesting because so far the story was, you know, with the Division 2, all the agents are basically called to Washington, D.C. to restore the infrastructure of the SHD. And so everything has been very much focused on Washington, D.C. as the seat of power and trying to, you know, restore government. And then it's the first time that now they're going to venture out and be like, okay, maybe things are stable enough, maybe not, we're not sure, but there is that thing and we need to go out there.
It's a priority target, and episode 3 is slated for early 2020?
Early 2020, yes.
Okay, so that'll be coming right close to the end of the Division's first year of live operations. But before we get there, we've got a lot more. Let's run it back to episode 2.
Yeah.
Taking us to the largest office building in the world, the Pentagon.
The Pentagon, yes. And the Pentagon, it's a great opportunity for us because it's such a mysterious place and such a fantastic place. You know, like everybody knows about the Pentagon, everybody heard about the Pentagon, but not many people know what's actually inside. Or
What's going on in there, man?
Yeah, exactly. What's going on?
Secret stuff.
So yeah, from a creative point of view, it's like it's fantastic because we get to explore, we get to like come up with our own ideas, and of course stay true to, you know, a Clancy franchise as well. So this is probably the Clanciest we can get. You know, it's like go in the Pentagon and try to fix what needs to be fixed, and especially go investigate and find the technology to create the antivirals that are going to help with the virus, because this is what this is about. And it's of course a race against the Black Tusk as well, which is there for also their own reasons.
Yeah, so that's what I'm curious about. Who are you going up against here? Is it a Black Tusk? Their presence is strongest in the Pentagon?
Yeah, they're at the Pentagon, and they're also trying to break in for their own agenda. And so you have to go there, you have to break inside the building, fight the Black Tusk, but also whatever is actually in that building that might be, protecting it.
Mm-hmm. All right, now just to remind you folks, episode 3 we just talked about, Coney Island, episode 2, Pentagon. All these episodes are free to all Division 2 players, so just keep that in mind as we're talking about stuff. Get excited for what's to come. Now, the Pentagon isn't the only big thing coming with episode 2.
Yeah. We also have the raid, of course, our second raid.
The raid!
Yeah.
Number 2!
Yeah, raid 2, which is in a location that we call the Foundry. And the idea with that raid is, in terms of environment, we're going for something that is, as you can see, much more aggressive,
Yeah, I'll say.
Obviously.
I don't want to go near it. It's
it's
very hot. I can already picture myself
hot.
catching on fire and desperately rolling to try to put it out.
So it's really creating a space that is that feels much more threatening, and you really get this sense when you go there that there is some really important bad shit happening. Mm-hmm. And playing with this fire, playing with this idea of Foundry, you're going to be fighting the True Sons that are basically creating new weapons, new big weapons, and all these kind of things. So it's a very complete different environment compared to the airport that you had in the first raid.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, right? And therefore, that also gives us a lot of opportunities to create new mechanics and new box mechanics, new puzzle room mechanics. So there's a lot of very exciting things we can do there. Building on the learnings from the first raid, there were a lot of those. We are going to iterate on that and create an even more exciting one.
Now, are those sort of learnings in that iteration I know a lot of the appeal of the raid is kind of players discovering it for themselves.
Yes.
Will you be sharing any kind of tidbits or some stuff that you've learned from the first raid, Operation Dark Hours, over the course of the next few months?
Yeah, we're probably going to be sharing a bit what our intentions with that one, but of course we don't want to spoil anything. Narratively or also in terms of mechanics, for the raid, as you said, it's very important for the players to figure it out themselves. They don't want to be handheld, they don't want to be shown the way, they want to figure it out, and when they're the first ones to figure it out, they want to be able to claim that victory. So it's very important for us to preserve that. We're going to be sharing what we can share, but not too much.
All right, so that's episode 2, Pentagon, and when is that slated for release?
So that's for fall 2019.
Okay, later this year.
Later this year, yes.
And even sooner than that, though, episode 1.
Episode 1. So episode 1 is coming very soon, because this one is for July.
It's June. July is next month.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty soon.
Yeah.
At least for us, it's tomorrow.
Yeah, I bet.
But and episode 1 it's basically the first time when I was talking about, trying to secure Washington, D.C. and venturing outside. Episode 1 is going to be the first time that this actually happens, where the division is actually going to be outside in the outskirts of Washington, D.C., going in the woodlands to go to the president's location, and therefore also to Camp White Hawk, which is, that beautiful scenery. So it's a lot of nature. It's a complete different environment in the woodlands. So that's something that really to be looking forward to. It's going to feel very different. There's a lot of new things we're doing in terms of combat that are linked to that space as well.
So Camp White Oak, a new location, and sort of maybe inspired by a certain presidential retreat.
Yes.
We know. But you did mention the president.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna find out what this guy's up to.
Yes.
All right.
It's a bit of a spoiler, but yeah.
All right, we're going to go looking for him. But that's not the only place we're going to go, Camp White Oak. We're also going to some other new locations.
Yeah, we're also going to the National Zoo. And the idea with the National Zoo is just, we know all about, it's been 7 months and there's been a collapse and we've seen everything in the city and we've seen how people went nuts. So imagine what happens in a zoo.
The animals!
After 7 months.
Yannick, don't break my heart. Tell me the otters are safe.
You have to find out. You have to go in there and find out. But it's also a fantastic opportunity because there's so many things we can do with a zoo. We're always looking for ways to create very diverse environments while staying true to a Clancy title. So when you play the Division 2, you have missions like, the History Museum, for example, or the Space Museum, where you suddenly end up on Mars.
Yeah, that shootout in that Mars room is just what I was thinking.
Exactly. And it's like, and still totally believable because it's in a museum, so you're not surprised. When you go to Vietnam stuff in the history museum, it's also fine. So that's kind of what we're playing with the zoo as well, is creating this kind of weird locations that you wouldn't expect in Washington, D.C., and also play with the wildlife, of course, adding new wildlife as you would expect from a zoo, so new things, new animals that you can expect there.
More animals that I have to take selfies with, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Sounds good.
And that you should not shoot. Don't shoot the animals. Don't
I
be that
would
guy.
not dream of it.
Don't be that guy.
Wouldn't dream of it. So, Camp White Oak, the National Zoo. There's another new location, but this one's a little bit different because it's also bringing with it a new gameplay mode.
Yes. So that's Kennedy College, and that's where we are going to be playing the Expedition. And the Expedition is a new mode that's all built on the idea of exploration, investigation, logic, puzzles. So you know how when we launched the game, we had all these investigation pieces, the ciphers that people had to solve to actually find the hunters and get the ivory keys. We had contaminated locations where we are just opening a space and people have to find their way around in there. We had a bunch of those at launch, and the community loved it. So the idea was, let's create a game experience that is focused around that, where we're not going to be holding the hand of the players, where we're not going to tell them, okay, you did that room, now go to next room, combat, then next room, combat. Let's do something a bit more free, a bit more open, where we're sending them to an area, there's a mystery to solve, and let them figure out how to solve that mystery. And then the space is, of course, full of puzzles, full of logic things that you will have to figure out and to solve in order to then, resolve the main investigation.
This is intriguing to me. I like this, and it's sort of, as it's a location you visit, but then you sort of get into it in terms of a mode differently. Am I matchmaking for this mode? Is that ideal, in terms of the puzzle solving aspects and stuff like that?
I mean, so you can do it either solo or in a group. You can matchmake for it, so it's really up to you. The mode, scales depending on the group size, so that's something you can do just freely as you want. So that's actually pretty cool.
I'm very excited about it. That's a couple new locations, some new main missions, a new mode. That's all coming with episode 1.
Yes.
In July.
In July,
which is like right around the bend.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right around the corner.
So we've talked about those 3 episodes coming free to the Division 2 players, but even sooner than that,
yes,
players are going to see some new stuff coming in because we are targeting Title Update 4.
Yes, so that's the real new thing that's actually coming. We didn't talk about it during the conference, but it's, of course, we have Title Update 4 that is coming with the new specialization.
Look at this gunner.
Yeah,
He's so badass.
The first specialization that's coming as part of our post-launch. There's going to be 3 of those, and that one is the gunner. So it's this fantasy of having that minigun.
Oh yeah.
And just spreading damage around.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I definitely wanted to, after facing off with so many of those heavies with their minigun. Why can't I be that guy? I want to be that guy. I mean, the weapon emplacement is cool.
Yeah.
It's effective, but I want to get out there and move around.
And it's a very different way of playing the game as well. So we wanted to kind of challenge the players with this one on, you've been used now with playing the Division 2 of that dynamic of taking cover and then shooting enemies from cover, or even with the 3 specializations we have currently, that still is kind of the way you should play them.
Certainly.
And with the gunner, the idea is to do something completely different, where you actually should get out of cover. When you use your minigun, you cannot use cover, so you actually have to expose yourself.
Sounds dangerous, Yannick.
It is dangerous, but then you're being rewarded for it. So of course we have mechanics that are going to allow you to survive better when you're out of cover and things like that. But it's really this idea of get in cover, get prepared, and then at the right moment, get out of cover, get your minigun, and then spread damage, and therefore allow your team to potentially move and take tactical positions.
Can I get a musical cue to whenever I step out, gets into slow motion, it's
that'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic.
So, not just a new weapon, but to encourage this new playstyle, you need to work in some new mechanics, some new talents maybe inside the specialization tree to make this viable.
Yeah, so we have we kind of have this idea of a few crowd control, if you want, elements to it as well. So we have a new grenade that's coming with that specialization. That's part of the tree, which is a riot foam grenade.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, if you know the enemies that are sometimes covering you with riot foam, and then you're stuck there, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die.
I hate them
Yeah,
so much.
you get to return the favor with that grenade, and you get to stuck them there. So then keeping them out of cover, and then you can damage them. And you also have a new skill mod for the Pulse, which is one that allows you to basically, in a cone, send some kind of shockwave that's going to pop people out of cover or pop NPCs out of cover. So you get out of cover, you push them out of cover, and then you can spray your damage.
So the theme of this specialization is do all the stuff that the enemies are doing that is really frustrating you. Back to them.
It's revenge. It's revenge. It's payback.
I like it. Is there anything? So that's coming with Title Update 4. Of course, that's a free update. Is there anything else in there you wanted to mention?
I mean, there's a lot of changes we're doing, balancing changes as well that are going in there. We're doing actually a pass on specialization as well for all the other specializations. Based on the feedback we've had from the community, we've had a bit of interaction, and what we realized was there were two things we wanted to improve with the specialization. One was the distribution of specialization ammo.
Okay.
So we're changing the way it works now, and it's going to be more clear for the players to know when they're going to get ammos and how they're going to get them.
Nice.
It's going to be a UI element that actually represents that, which hopefully will make it better. And the second thing was in the specialization trees, the fact that we would kind of like link each specialization to specific weapon types was actually very limiting for some players. They were like, yeah, why do I have to actually use an LMG when I'm playing the Demolitionist? I want to use another weapon.
Right, they feel like they're sacrificing the bonus.
Exactly.
And,
yeah, so that's something we're changing with TU4 as well. So now you're going to be able to actually get damage buff for any weapon that you want. Okay. Still up to you to decide, but you get the choice of all the weapon types and not specific weapon types.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so a little more flexibility with the specialization benefits, which is great, and certainly beneficial for those situations where you really need to like have all your bars max as much as you can to take on those tough challenges.
It's just a bit more freedom, for the players to be able to really express themselves and create the play styles they want. And sometimes this play style, even if they're using that specialization, maybe they want to use a weapon that is not naturally a good fit with that specialization, and we just want to give them the freedom to do that.
Give them the freedom to do it. All right. Before we wrap up here and tell you folks about the exciting news for this weekend, let's do a question or two. You guys solicited some questions from the community. Of course, the Division 2 community very active on official forums, subreddit, Twitter, basically anywhere you guys are. Community is wanting to know stuff. So we've been talking about these episodes. Reddit user CO5 Masquerade wants to know, will episode 3 be paid DLC or like gold content because it's going to a whole new location and anything like that?
Episode 3 is completely free. So that's just like every other episode, just like all our updates. It's entirely free for everyone.
So then
you'll get access to Coney Island without having to pay.
Well, this kind of raises the question then, if I'm getting these episodes for free, and this is from Twitter, P Mancuso is curious, what then is the benefit of the year 1 pass? There's a season pass for the Division 2. If I'm getting these episodes for free, what's that doing for me?
So if you have the pass, on top of other benefits, for the episodes, you get an early access of 7 days to the narrative content of these episodes, so all the missions. So that means that if you have the pass, you'll be able to play those missions 1 week before everybody else.
Very cool.
That's one of the benefits,
Get early exploration, get your first crack at it.
Yeah.
Neat.
If you want to be spoiler-free, you'll have to potentially stay away. If you don't have the pass, you'll have to stay away from social media and things like that, but yeah.
Very cool. All right, another question from Reddit. This one's sort of a narrative question. Is the agent that you play as in DC different from the first game? Because this user had not played the Division 2. Kind of thought like the Division agents were summoned to DC. What's the connection between that agent?
Yeah, narratively, the agent you play in the Division 2 is not the same as in Division 1. You're playing an agent that could have been anywhere, and it's really up to you to create your own story. It's an agent that could have been from anywhere around the nation and was called by the same distress call as everybody else, by this the watch going dark, which is a sign that everybody needs to gather in Washington DC. So you answered that call and you went there. If for roleplay reason you want to say I'm the same person that was in New York, you can as well potentially, but it doesn't have to be. It's any agent from anywhere around the nation.
Kind of tell your own story part of that. Fill in your backstory. play what kind of character you want to play.
Yeah.
All right, and the last question, it's not really a question. It just says the word snow, like snow over and over.
Can you read it? Snow.
Well, it's all caps, so
snow,
it's more like
snow.
snow. I don't know.
All right.
Obviously, some people are excited about the New York location.
Yes.
And remembering the weather effects from the Division, and it's not snow time when we're heading back to Coney Island, judging from that trailer we saw earlier.
It's not snow time. I mean, we were very happy to advance the timeline with the Division 2 to kind of step away from the snow because, we spent like a few years in the snow on Division 1 in New York, so it was good to go to this more summertime. As much as the timeline keeps advancing, we're still going to be in summertime with Episode 3.
All right. Well, folks, if you are intrigued by any of these episodes coming free to the Division over the course of year 1, or really any of the stuff we talked about today, you're in luck. This weekend, you can play it for free.
Yes, the game is entirely free from June 13th to June 16th on all platforms. So if you just want to give it a try, if you haven't tried it, or if you have the game and you want your friends to come over and want to show them what this game is about, now it's just the perfect time because we have the free weekend, we have the title update 4 coming, we have episode 1 coming very soon as well. So there's a lot of very exciting things to look forward to.
Great time to be a Division 2 player. Yannick, thank you so much for joining us and giving us some more details on what's coming from the Division 2. Folks, we are going to continue our live show here, Ubisoft Live at E3, with a live walkthrough of Watchdogs Legion. Stick around for that. It's coming up next.
It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy. Let me try with pleasure.
We had the training. We fought to protect the weak. But training doesn't prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother. He has left us no other choice. If we don't stop him, there will be nothing left to save.
Had a good run there for a while. Now it's all riots, bombings, and people thrown in cages like animals. Oh, and who could forget the killer robots everywhere? So yeah, that's all gone a bit shit. It's up to us to take our city back. Thing is, we can't do it alone. We need to recruit a resistance. I know what you're thinking. Where do we start? Open your eyes and take a look around. Look here. Look at him. No, not him. Him. Former MI5.
Duty never ends.
He can get anywhere and erase anyone. See her?
Let's kick those bastards out of London.
She got kicked out of Oxbridge Robotics School for teaching him to reproduce. And that fella over there? Proper bellend. Come on, come at me. He'll crack your skull just for looking at him funny.
This had better be fucking good.
And allow me to introduce you to the deadliest of the lot. She's not old, she's experienced. Like I said, you can recruit anyone, and I mean bloody anyone. Him, her, everyone is a secret weapon. Find them, recruit them, build the resistance. Let's unfuck this world.
This is Ubisoft Live at E3. My name is Zach. I will be with you for the next little bit with these gentlemen who are joining us from my home and native land, my home studio of Ubisoft Toronto. We got Josh Cook, art director, Matt Berube, lead game designer on Watchdogs Legion. Gentlemen, how are we feeling 2 days out from the big reveal? Feeling a little lighter, a little looser, feeling good?
Feeling absolutely pumped. It's hard to describe. Such a great feeling. We've had such a great reception to the game our team has put together, and we're just so excited to be able to show it off and show the world what we can do. And
it looks like you're getting a few accolades as well. I'd imagine that feels pretty good.
Yeah, we're getting quite a few pats on the back and some awards going up on the booth. It's a good day.
And hopefully
it's a good
more
week.
to come. I'm excited to see a little bit more Watchdogs Legion. I know, the people here, the people watching on stream are certainly excited to see more. Matt, how you feeling? You good to go? You ready to dig us into Watchdogs Legion? All right.
Let's get in.
All right. So where are we going to be, Josh?
What we're doing is we're starting midway through the game today. So you're already part of DedSec. You already have a small team assembled, but we're looking for a new recruit. Our game being all about play as anyone, that's what we want to show off to everybody today, that we can actually go out there and literally play as anyone, right? So that means any person in this bar, any people out on the street, any people in this world, you can play as them. Recruit them to your team, convince them to join your cause, and we're going to start off by finding someone to do that with.
Yeah, so we're walking around, we're looking, we're seeing some traits.
Yeah, what Matt's doing here is he's profiling the different people in the bar, and you're getting a little bit of information on those people. And green line highlighting stats in the middle there, that's their inherent traits. And that's either a personal boost or a team boost for helping out your team. So that's just one of the things you could use to make your decision of who you want to join DedSec. Could be totally based on any other preference you like. Maybe you like the sound of their voice. Maybe they look cool.
Maybe you like the way they sit on a chair.
Maybe you like his posture on the chair there.
Yeah,
Looks like a cool guy for sure. Matt's going around saving a couple of those people to his contacts tab. Even looking outside, might pull a couple in from the world. Really, literally play as anyone.
And we're starting with a grandma once again. That seemed to be a pretty big hit the other day.
Yeah, that's luck of the draw. We do start the demo with a random selection of characters. We happen to pull a good one for the stream today, which is always nice.
Very nice. I like that skill. That's my kind of player right there.
Okay, I think that's probably enough. We've probably got a few people saved up to the team now. We can pop open that menu. This is our contacts tab. So this is a deep profiler, giving you all kinds of in-depth information about the characters, everything from their age, occupation, their salary, as well as their relationships in the world. You see this person has an uncle and a cousin. Those are real people out in the world right now. We could go find his uncle, meet up with him. If we were to do something to his uncle, this guy is not gonna like it. They'll actually respond to the stuff you're doing out in the world and react to that. And that'll affect that progress bar in the middle. You see there Matt taking a cruise around London, showing that this guy has a schedule. He's going to actually be at different places in the day. If you were to go to the pharmacy at 6 a.m., you'll find this guy is running errands there, and you'll bump into him on the street.
Getting an early start to the day. I like that.
It's a full realized simulation, so very exciting stuff. So we'll go back in. We'll see in the top middle there, we got the DedSec support bar.
Oh, yes.
All the different characters in the world, they have different feelings towards DedSec when you meet them, right? So some
you got
people,
a few opposers
some
right
people
here.
are opposed, some people are neutral, some people will have a very positive opinion. And to get someone on your team, what you have to do is convince them. So you got to move that bar up. You got to do favors for them, intervene in their lives in ways that will change their opinion of DedSec.
Make sure they're down with the cause.
Yeah, they're not just willing to join without you proving that it's worth doing and helping them out with stuff. So normally what we do is intervene, do a bunch of favors. In the interest of time for the stream today, we're going to do a little E3 cheat and hack that bar all the way up to the top.
Sprinkle
Looks like
a little
Matt's going to take us George Penn here.
I like it. Look at that hair. This guy's got a tattoo on his forehead.
Sick face tattoo.
What can you tell
Looks
me
like a cool
about him,
guy.
Bagley?
Apparently he's been busy planting evidence for Albion.
Interesting. We should look into this.
So we have added the guy as a potential recruit. Now all we got to do is find where George went to. Looks like he might have walked away while we were rambling on there. He's walked his way back in the world.
He's
I told
got
you.
stuff to do.
He's got a schedule.
Yeah.
He's got stuff to do. He's out there in the world doing it.
He needs to handle all his stuff so he can get to the pharmacy by 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Matt is playing as a low mobility character. Which,
we're gaining a little bit of ground. It's just
gradually making our way up there. Low mobility characters can do everything everybody else can do. They're just going to go about it a little bit slower. So,
look at the hair.
What do you want?
You've been rather naughty. DedSec's caught wind that you're planting evidence for Albion.
I am not doing it by choice. They're blackmailing me. If I don't follow them lead, me done.
Right. And if someone made that dirt disappear?
You're gonna infiltrate Albion to get rid of the evidence? If you did that, I'd owe you something serious, but I'd never expected.
Shit. I'd consider lending him a hand. Could turn out to be useful.
Albion stores sensitive data like this on air-gapped servers, so zeroing those hard drives will solve this problem and put an end to this whole evidence planting scheme.
Perfect. Tell me how to get there.
So there we go. We cheated up that bar to get his support up high, but he still wants us to do one big favor for him before he's really willing to join the team. So
and that's what we're doing now.
That's exactly what we're going to do. See Matt cruising down the streets here, beautiful Westminster district of London. You know, the iconic Big Ben there, Parliament next to that, pulling down up on the Thames here.
Ooh, that London Eye.
The London Eye.
Actually, I mean, obviously this looks gorgeous, and you know we're in the I guess relatively yes, you're welcome. You know we're in the relatively near future. How do you and the team go about sort of creating the London you want while staying true to what London is today?
tricky question. to
Delicate
throw at me
balance?
here, but I mean, essentially what we do is we started off with a lot of research. We went there in person. We've done our, you know, our homework, so to speak. You know, we've done a lot of investigations. We figured out what we wanted in there, the types of locations and the places. We knew we wanted to include as much as possible. So we got a very huge offering. We're going to pull up the menu later, and we can show you off just how big and robust that world is. Cool. We've also added new stuff, you know, straight out of our imaginations as well. So not just taking the places that are there, but injecting some of our own places and personality into our version of what future London could be.
This could be the new Scotland Yard in the near future.
Yeah, and based on actual Scotland Yard, but in our version of the world, things are a little different. So not just the Metropolitan Police anymore, they've been kind of relegated, pushed to the side by private military contractors who have kind of taken over the station. That's Albion. You'll notice their flags and propaganda, and their soldiers patrolling the halls of New Scotland Yard. So it's safe to say it's you know, super locked down. He's not going to be able to just waltz in here with Granny and hack those servers. So he's going to do a little bit of scouting around. You notice from time to time a wave emanating out for the player or the camera. That's Matt using the ping system, which kind of data scrapes the world, finds different things in the world that he can interact with, like hacking into cameras, setting up traps, profiling characters to add to his contacts tab. Matt doing a little bit of scouting around now, you know, trying to figure out where that blackmail server is. Looks like we've got a sight line. There. Person chipping in time to time says Bagley. Yeah. That's your sentient AI assistant, kind of like a hacked version of an Alexa or a Siri. He's kind of the cornerstone, linking all your team together, and he's going to pop in time to time, give you some hints and tips, and kind of help guide you on your way throughout the journeys of Watchdogs Legion.
And we're seeing the skills as well when we're profiling these you know, these guys that are effectively standing in our way.
Yeah, those are real people too. You know, you can profile them, save them to your contacts tab. If Matt doesn't kill them, we could even recruit them later to the team.
It's harder to recruit the dead. No, he's wagging his fingers. Are we going lethal or no?
No. I think we're gonna try and do this a little stealth, but it is a systemic demo, so you know anything can and will go wrong, I'm sure. Using that hack distract in there, he deactivated the security device, make his way in there a little easier. He found that server in the back room there, but now he's encountered a locked door obstacle. Fortunately, there's someone out in the world that has the key card to that door. Matt is playing the hacker class today, so that comes with a little extra special perk. He's got his little spider bot buddy there, whipping out and navigating the world with that. That spider can even do takedowns on enemies, has a drone turret function, so you can actually go and
if you want to go aggro.
Yeah, if you wanted to take that guy out with the turret, that would be completely possible.
Getting very close there, Matt. Okay, taking him out anyways.
A little face hugger action there.
That looked comfortable.
The spider bot did self-destruct, but not to worry. There's a little cooldown in the timer. That'll regenerate over time, and it'll be able to redeploy that later.
Very cool.
So we got that key card, not a physical key. We're in the future, right? So it's an RFID key that he hacked digitally. Kind of remote pocket picking. Yeah, Granny's not our most capable hand-to-hand fighter, so we do equip her with a stun gun, so we can do a little bit more aggressive takedowns with hand-to-hand, as she won't carry quite her weight as someone else with the melee system.
She's got some friendly emotes there too, as well.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the mask as well. Looks like he's handling business, but...
Yeah, we're in a restricted area, right? So you can't just go in there with your face exposed. All the characters in the systemic demo going off the rails right now. Those guys getting in here. Granny going loud, pulling out that weapon. We do have a choice, lethal or non-lethal. Matt's choosing right now to use the non-lethal shock rounds, so those people aren't dead. Granny's just putting them to sleep.
Very kind and sympathetic grandma. Time to make that.
Clearing out some enemies.
To make the exit, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna make our way there.
Feel for those knees.
Hard on the knees, yeah.
She's moving fast.
Chaos breaking out in the streets. Yeah.
Oh, mask is going back on, coming back off.
Maybe you want to run away from here, man. Yeah. Let's get out of here before things go more off the rails.
Dead set here. We've cleaned up the dirt Albion had on you. You're free.
You seen it? Look, it is not normally my way to rob shopkeepers. but I was in dire situation. I owe you.
Don't be a stranger, love. We just may take you up on that favor someday.
You got it. You need help? I'm the first one you call, you hear me?
We got George.
So there we go. We got George. He expressed his willingness to join DedSec, so we're going to take him up on that, obviously, right? We can recruit George. When you recruit a new operative, you have the opportunity to select their class. So this gives you a little bit more customization to not only play the characters you want, but play them how you want as well. So we were already showing you guys the hacker class with the spider bot ability. That's more of our remote infiltrator type class. We have our enforcer, which is kind of a run and gun heavy weapon specialist with a sticky mine special ability. And the infiltrator class, stealth and melee focused. They have an AR cloaking ability, which allows them to go invisible, or at least make people think they're invisible, and even shroud bodies.
May I choose?
As long as it's the infiltrator class.
I would love to see the infiltrator. That's how I like to play, and I think Berube also likes to take it slow and steady where possible.
I was just joking about that. You could have chose any class, but we want to show off the most amount of stuff possible to our fans today. So we're going to try and get through all 3 classes at some point in the demo.
Well then.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So Matt had a perk available to equip. So even beyond the class system, further customizing your characters the way you like to play, we have perks. So perks are different abilities you can assign to that player for further customization. You'll see we have 4 available in the E3 demo today. We'll obviously have a lot more in the full version of the game.
Gotcha. And Matt just went ahead and picked one without consulting us.
I didn't
it's okay.
catch that. What perk do we got, Matt?
We went for the lunge.
He's got the lunge perk.
What is the lunge perk?
Lunge perk's going to give you a little bit of a increased takedown radius when you're going through that layout.
Close the gap.
Close the gap quick. Take those guys out from a little further when he's playing.
I mean, that seems to play to his particular skill set as well with the grapple damage.
Exactly.
Was that in your mind when you chose that, or did you know you were going lunge?
DedSec, a merry band of misfits, hooligans, and radicals. Try to fit in.
I'm onto it.
All right, got our super cool new operative. We did a tactical op swap there, which tags the person out on the spot. Our granny's going back to her routine, off to tea time or to bed. It's
doing what
late.
she needs to do.
I don't know. Yeah.
Look at this car.
We're going to take our new operative on a story mission. So we have a full, robust campaign, of course. 5 unique op lines, all with their own thematics and interesting characters and places to go to. Very exotic missions. This one's more of our traditional British spy thriller, very James Bond-esque.
All right.
You know, cloak and dagger shit.
President meeting at Westminster Abbey. Final resting place of noted cousin fucker King Edward I.
Is that relevant,
It is if you're his cousin.
Making our way back to Westminster, over to Westminster Abbey. You'll see Matt's driving an autonomous, what we call a room on wheels vehicle. No steering wheel, no even steering column in there.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Sit back, enjoy. He's hacking in and remotely driving it. All the vehicles in the world are autonomous capable.
Okay.
So he could have enabled the auto drive and sat back and had this drive him to his destination. Matt's not a very passive guy, so he likes to play, he likes to take control. So he's driving there himself.
Whoa, where are we now?
We're at the famous Westminster Abbey Cathedral here. Notice we got a little social outreach going on here. The people of London reaching out, helping each other out with their lives. They're not happy with what's going on. They want to help. The people of London, they want to help each other, right? That's why, you could believe that something like DedSec could be something that they'd be inspired to join and maybe make even a bigger difference in the world. But if you're not willing to do that, you could have other options for helping your fellow people.
Cool.
Malik asked to be notified when you arrive, so have a seat. Won't be a moment.
Now, what we're about to see here is the characters we recruit and play as become the stars of the show. They are fully immersed in the cutscenes with their own mannerisms and dialect and personalities, and things will play out differently depending on who we've recruited and are playing as.
I have to walk away. I haven't slept in 76 hours. I can't do this.
You're just tired.
No, I'm afraid. I know who Sycorax is, and I don't think I can beat her.
You don't have to. Just give me the name. I'm not asking.
This guy is great. That was a good pick.
All right. Trusting you with this.
This is Ubisoft Live once again at E3. That was wild. This is my 8th straight E3. I've never seen anything like that. Super on brand for Watchdogs Legion, but all the power went out in the entire building here, and thankfully we are back. And we have Josh Cook, art director, and we of course have Matt Berube, who is the lead game designer. I'm Zach. This is Watchdogs Legion, and we are going to pick it up pretty close to where we left off.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have our buddy George anymore, so we've had to find another recruit to bring over
Gone but
here.
not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yes.
Exactly.
So who do we have here?
So now we have our new character. I didn't catch his name there. We pop open the profiler. There we go.
Likes to pick fights at the pub.
Lyle. So we got
and he
Lyle
obviously
Bigelow.
spends some good time at the pub because his skill is plus 75% melee damage while drunk.
Yeah, that's not accidental. Our traits and their stories, they're connected, right?
They
so
line up.
that's
Nice.
derived from their information and their backstories to make the world simulation more robust and accurate, I guess.
Cool. Let's dig back in. I know we're anxious to get back into the gameplay.
Yeah, we're gonna get back into the game. We're gonna be heading all the way up to the top of the map there, Camden Market. While we're here, we'll take a little bit of time to peruse around
See what's going on, yeah.
our version of London. It's a very big offering, super dense. We got 8 unique boroughs, all with their own identities, cultural landmarks, simulated populations, different people, different places. Very robust world to explore and discover.
And thankfully with London, there's a very robust transit system with the metro to work with.
Yeah, that's right. We have to take advantage of that, iconic underground tube station as our fast travel system. It's just one of many ways we can get around the world. Popping out here in the iconic Camden High Street. So Camden's a very different vibe from Westminster. Westminster's a little more traditional, buttoned down, kind of a traditionally classic, iconic British location, whereas Camden Market's more of a heart of counterculture.
That building has a scorpion coming out of it.
Yeah, tattoo shop with a giant holographic scorpion. We're in the future, take advantage of that. At least on the art side, we're injecting a
lot of flavor.
A lot of flair infused into the world with our future technologies. It is a famous shopping district in the world as well. So this is just like real life. A lot of clothing shops here. In fact, every single clothing store in our world is interactable. So you can go there, interact with the smart glass panel on the window, buy some interesting threads for your character or your team. A little bit of a disclaimer here. Work in progress features. Some of the iconography and inventory will be missing, but we got enough stuff equipped that we can find Matt some nice clothes to wear.
Or remove some clothes.
Or remove some clothes as well. Slick jacket.
Yeah,
Kind
Matt
of fit
likes
in
the leather
with the
and spikes.
eclectic crowd in Camden High Street here.
Oh, wow. All right.
Interesting choice. Yeah.
Reflection
cool.
of self.
Yeah, it looks
I
cool.
Like it. Yeah.
I'm digging
cool
it.
shoes. It's a bit of a Freddie Mercury thing going on here.
Yeah, I got our operative decked out. That doesn't affect his personality. That's just, giving him a little flair. Making our way down, little token wheelie pop there on the bike, going down to Camden Market. So Camden Market in our world is not quite the tourist trap it is in modern London.
Got some other stuff going on?
Yeah.
work for the government, right?
Sycorax has 3 people in the area looking for Manning. Word would get back to Earth quickly if something were to happen to them. So you'd better hurry up and happen to them before they move on.
So, as I was saying before, Bagley so rudely interrupted me. Camden Market, not quite the same place it is in modern London. In our version of the world, it's become quite dystopian. It's completely been taken over by organized crime unit who have come in here and set up their operations. A lot of black market activity going on in Camden Market.
Got to shut that down.
Yeah. Matt scouting around with a drone. We have different drones all throughout the world. Cargo drones, news drones, Wi-Fi drones,
construction drones,
assault drones, riot drones, a world full of drones. You can just go ahead and find those out in the world and pluck them out of the sky and take over control of them.
It's like we got a bit of a grow-up here or something?
Yeah, little illegal black market activity going around. Something a little more serious than a grow-up in this back end of the market.
Yeah, those look like humans.
Yeah, these are not good people, right? Please do not feel bad for them if Matt has to take a few of these guys out. You found that the gate was locked. Looking for another opportunity to bypass the systems here. Getting creative, a little hacking of vehicles. Made himself a little platform to jump off.
Love it.
Also spotting a cargo drone up in the sky there. Moving around the layout with explosive payload, hacking right in there, taking control, setting up some traps in the world. Big enough that we could even jump on there and ride it.
Oh yes,
pretty
and
sweet.
Perhaps looks like he's lining something up. I don't know. I'm seeing a target at the bottom of that. Is that too much of a spoiler?
Well, it is a cargo drone, so it does have some explosive
cargo. Oh,
explosive payload there, unleashing that on the unsuspecting guys below.
Opening the door.
Getting creative, hacking a few things as he goes throughout his exploration. Box head, sweet mask. Flying in here, a little Green Goblin style action going on. Taking advantage of that cargo drone.
I like that box head.
He is playing the infiltrator class there. Oh, suplex. Nice. Nicely done.
And what was that?
So what he was doing there, he was hacking into people's optic nerve device to put a camouflage cloak on himself, hiding them from his vision, snuck in there with a little melee takedown and shrouded that dead body with the same device. So those people are hidden from people's sight. They're still there. They're not actually really gone. They're just hidden from people's vision.
Okay.
Not showing off our
a little more hands-on.
Our improved melee system here. We got takedowns, dodges, grapples.
And brutal finishers.
Brutal finishers, yeah.
Goodness.
The advantage of taking people out with the hand-to-hand, of course, you know, those are people he could add to his contacts tab, and we could potentially even win them over and recruit them later. You know, it's going to take quite a bit more convincing than the people
forgive
on the street,
and forget,
but,
right?
Yeah. They have problems in their lives too that they're, I'm sure, grateful if we would help them out.
Can't beat them, join them.
In here, we got 2 out of 3 people neutralized. Taking out some drones, not just friendly drones, but combat drones patrolling the skies as well.
Coming in all flavors.
Got a guy in here in some kind of demented black market operating theater. You know, good stuff can't be happening in there. This is definitely a bad dude.
Shut him down. Shut him down.
Let's see. Looks like Matt's going out, hunting down the key card, get access to that door.
There's that RFID again, just getting in range.
RFID. Keeping those drones off his back. You got a box on your head, man. A little problem, see?
That's hard. It's hard work.
Different masks obviously available for your characters to find and buy and equip. Give them your own customized flavors.
Oh.
Get a distraction. Double drop kick. Wham! Wow. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Look at that, your plan worked. There's more buzz coming from
In
Sycorax's
there, a little
organisation than
parkour
the nest of
action,
Randy
climbing up
wasps.
there for escape.
Well, I may have sent everyone in Sycorax's network CCTV footage of what you just pushed into their friends. That got them moving.
Is that safe?
No, not really. But then you're a violent insurgent who runs around in a colourful mask, punching mercenaries, stealing top-secret intelligence, and driving through street cafes. Define safe.
Yeah, fair enough. So what now?
That's easy. Your fellow operatives are following all of the lieutenants around, so look at that. One of them just left a dead drop in a rubbish bin in Trafalgar Square, which sounds like a lead to me.
That's where we're going then.
Right.
All right, we got the next beat of our objective way down in Trafalgar Square.
Love it.
Iconic Trafalgar Square, symbol of free speech and public assembly in the world. You'll notice Matt's looking at, he's got other operatives out in the world going about doing their thing. That's one means of traveling around the world. It's actually switching to your different operatives.
The op swap you were
yeah,
talking
you
about,
could
yeah.
go to where they are, or we could take the tube. Interest of time, we'll jump on that tube and make
right.
our way down there. It's super quick.
Getting a look at Trafalgar Square now.
Yeah, Trafalgar Square, like I said, a symbol of free speech, public assembly. The people in London out in full force expressing their frustration with what's happening in their world, showing that, you know, resilient British defiance.
You're here to find a dead drop containing location and cigarettes is meeting with her trusted lieutenants. You can find and murder the old woman. Don't worry, she's very bad.
Right, thanks.
Matt taking a good look around, maybe profiling some people to see
Saving
as
them
they're
the
scheduled.
contacts, yeah.
They're right where they're supposed to be. Out there adding some interesting operatives for later on his contacts tab.
Love it.
Here we go, Matt hacking in that camera. Always a good idea before you enter any location to get a good scout around, do your reconnaissance. He's noticing some authority in the vicinity. We've got some Albion guards up there. Likely to be a trouble situation brewing.
About to get into some action.
Yeah, maybe we'll take this opportunity to switch to one of our operative classes. Take one of our assault characters there. Yeah, let's go with her. She looks good. She looks tough, capable.
Feeling the heat already.
Yeah, there we go. Just like that in there. TAC op swap. Just got to find our objective. Matt scouted out a little trash bin, dead drop there, going to pick up. And again, you'll see that our characters become fully immersed in the cinematics. She's going to have a different voice and different actions as well. They are truly the stars of the stories.
Love it.
The characters you recruit.
What's going on here?
Hello, DedSec. You're trying to stop me, but my work isn't done yet. I don't want to make the people of this city suffer anymore, but sometimes things have to get a little bit worse before they can get a hell of a lot better. You can survive this, but you have to surrender. Right fucking now.
I'll never surrender to you.
You're confused. Did you think I'd say all this if I hadn't already won?
Get out of there, now! But there's people in the embassy! It's too late, fucking run!
So what's going on? He's got framed for a terrorist activity there. We got the authorities closing in on him. You know, completely surrounded, not just on the ground. Drones shooting him out of the sky as well. He is playing that assault class, so he's got that proximity mine he's able to throw in the world, detonate on characters.
It looks like he's in some trouble, though.
He's got some heavy artillery going. Surrender or get back up. What's he gonna do?
We gotta get back up.
We gotta get back up.
We gotta get
We gotta get back up. Don't give up. You got this. We're gonna load this. Oh, he does not got this.
Oh.
It turns out that's it. He's done. He's dead. She's done as well. Our character. Permadeath. Yeah.
Oof.
That's a tactical decision you got to make. Are you going to surrender, put that operative on ice, and pick them back up later once they've recovered or been released, or keep it going and potentially risk losing them?
Oh, the
Tactical
beauty of
choice.
Watchdogs Legion. Thank you very much, gentlemen. That was so cool. Matt Berube, lead game designer, Josh Cook, art director. What are you doing next March?
I will be playing Watchdogs Legion with hopefully all of you. I want to see you and your operatives online when we come out March 6, 2020.
Very nice. Thank you very much, guys. More to come. We got Brawlhalla in just a few minutes. This is Ubisoft Live at E3. Woo! Woo!
What are fans getting to see right now?
Yeah, the theater experience is basically us showing Plays Anyone in action on the floor for everybody to see. I know people saw the E3 demo and they're like, hey, is this thing real? Is this actually happening? So we came to the floor with an actual 45-minute demo, and that's what's happening in that room right now.
The biggest thing we wanted to show was the fantasy of Plays Anyone, what it meant to actually go into the world and pick any character out and then bring them into your story. So we spent a lot of time just looking at what all our options are and what are the best stories we could show, and I think we ended up with a pretty good thing.
So the reactions have been pretty positive towards the Play As Anyone?
Oh, it's been absolutely crazy. The team last night was losing their minds. Like, we went out for dinner, everyone was so excited to see the reactions. It's been amazing.
So we're going to be out March 6th on all platforms. So we've got Stadia, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
All right, well, thank you so much, guys. That's it for me. But stay tuned. There's more E3 action coming your way.
Developed for gamers who want the best and more.
This is Ubisoft Live at E3. My name is Zach. I'm here with you for a good chunk of the day, and we still have plenty more to come. Right now, though, one of my favorite moments in all of E3, it's an opportunity to get a little bit more physical, to move around, to have some fun, maybe even get a little sweat going. It is time for some Just Dance 2020. Come on up, let's go. This is the best part of the day because everyone gets smiley, we get moving around, seems like we get a little closer, a little happier. And we have got some wonderful friends and family here, some familiar faces. The smiles are so big. I love it. How are you guys feeling?
Amazing.
How are you guys feeling? Love it. Love it. You ready to go? You ready to get into some Just Dance? All right, this is Just Dance 2020.
Oh, you got a
Mama said, don't give up. It's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love. And I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling. I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger possess. Ain't ever wanna be the winning the novelties. Don't ever change, we wanted everything. Wanted everything. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise. Never come down, oh. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise. Never come down. Mama said, don't give up. It's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love. And I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling. I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling. I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had
Woo! Amazing. As you can see, Just Dance is for everyone, and obviously we're doing some scoring on the phones, which means it is truly accessible. Pretty much everyone. It's coming out in November on pretty much everything. Xbox One, including the Wii, the Switch, Xbox One, Xbox One X, PlayStation 4. It's also one of the earliest games on Google Stadia this fall. It's going to be a lot of fun. 40 new tracks, not to mention with Just Dance Unlimited, you get 1 month free, but that opens up 500 plus songs as well. I think we got time for maybe one more song. You guys still have it in you? Let's do it. All right, we're feeling good. It looks like we're just about to dig in. Okay, we're doing it. Jazzy and Happy are ready to go. Oh, we picked them. Here we go. All right, we're ready. Let's get moving. This is Just Dance 2020.
Oh, man. Double one. Yes, I'm the plug with the goods, I'm the one. They try to take what they can, but I bun on them. They ain't trying to make moves, I'm a stun on them. With the tools, I'ma run. Run up the rhythm, run up the drum like, I'ma do what I want. I make the moves cause I got the jump. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi. I got sushi. Sushi, what? Sushi. Pick the phone, hit me up and we go. If you late, then you miss on the roll. On the beat, I never change that. Call me and I can arrange that. Never stop, I repeat and I know. I'm the plug and I come with the most. On the beat, I never change that. Cause everybody know I be on the go. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi.
Hi, Merck and Kremen Restaurant.
Hi.
I would like to order some sushi. Can I have some orimaki rainbow, edamame, and sashimi? I want spicy noodles too. Do you have bubble tea?
Yes, we do. I got the bag. And I'm here with the business. I got the bag. And I'm here with the business. I got the bag. I got the bag. I got the bag. I got the bag. Sushi, what? Sushi. Just call me for delivery. They know me. I got sushi. Just call me for delivery. From Monday to Sunday, whatever you need, I got sushi. Sushi, what? Sushi.
5 stars. Great job. Oh, that was amazing. I love it. Obviously, more Just Dance to come a little bit later on in the day, but woo! What a great time. Avery over here helping us all celebrate 10 years of Just Dance. How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good, and I think it's pretty cool that they're giving away free sneakers for everybody that uses #birthday.
Well, not quite everybody.
Okay, 10 people. That's not everybody, but
Yeah, there is a big community contest going on right now, which actually Avery was a big part of in helping promote the celebration for 10 years of Just Dance. And it's the most creative birthday messages that we're looking for using the hashtag JDBirthday. And as Avery mentioned, the 10 best, most creative messages can win some custom kicks. Yeah, Just Dance Converse, beautiful, great stuff. Thanks so much for joining us. I know we'll be seeing you later on in the day, so the party will continue. Plenty more to come here at Ubisoft Live at E3. We'll be back in just a few moments with Brawlhalla.
I'm a district in the chain. Certify, you know I'm gang. Drop the top.
Skibbity wop pop pop. Skibbity wop pop pop.
wolf. Raised to be the alpha. Trained to follow. Alas, the beast can't be tamed that easily. This wild territory is the perfect den for my kind. A free world where I can roam and explore with no end. But I came here on the hunt, hidden among sheep, focused on their superficial dreams, moving up the food chain step by step before I dominate them all. With one target always clearly in my sights. To secure the future with technology others developed, but were too fearful to deploy. By tooth and claw, I took this island, and by tooth and claw, I will rule it. The wolf knows when a predator nears. Can a ghost take on the lone wolf? Maybe. Tracking, analyzing, stalking, patiently, tirelessly. But there is no place for the weak and the wounded here. We are wolves. Stand by.
Okay.
Standing by.
In position. 3, 2, 1.
Catherine Ashley here. I'm with Andy right at the Ubisoft store at E3 2019. So, Andy, what do we got going on over here?
Got a little bit of everything. But our big releases for this year's E3 is the minifig charm set from our partner Just Play. They're exclusive to E3. It comes with 6 different operator charms. We also have the Ash Fig Pin Mini, exclusive to E3.
I was looking at these before. What are all these?
These are selling like crazy in there. We're having trouble finding them. They're going so fast. But these are our operator pins, enamel pins from our great partner FanFit Gaming.
All right, Andy, thank you so much. This stuff is really, really cool. And guys, stay with us for more Ubisoft Live at E3. Here with me now is Alexis and Sebastian. They are from the Ghost Recon Breakpoint dev team. So you guys are showing a live demo today. How's that going?
Yeah, it's going super great. People are super excited about it. We already have many people either playing on the pods or either lining up to play. That's great, amazing.
So what are they getting to play exactly?
So basically today we have a 20-minute demo that is one mission of the game. So you'll be able to experience all the new features we put in the game, survival mechanics, great shooting mechanics, and also discover just a tiny part of our new massive open world.
And what are players most excited about so far?
Well, so far from what we can see, they're really digging finding the drones. Now we have all sorts of new drones in Ghost Breakpoint, and we've got some really massive ones. I don't want to spoil stuff for you guys, but people have been really using the new items that we've been providing, and they've been switching up between the classes in the bivouac, finding the right play styles, and honestly, it's thrilling for us to see.
That's amazing. And if people are here right now at E3, how can they play it?
They can go straight down to the Ubisoft booth on the show floor. Like Alexis said, we had a 20-minute demo for you guys, one of the main missions of the game. It features all sorts of cool new stuff, so please come and check it out.
And if people aren't here right now, how can they play it?
If you guys want to have a chance at signing up for the beta, just go online and you'll be able to try and partake on September 5th.
All right, guys, so you heard that. Sign up for the beta access. But for now, stay tuned for the rest of Ubisoft Live at E3.
Who's shooting? What are they doing? Come on, man. I'm dying. Damn. You got me again. I'm bleeding out. Hey, you guys hold on. I gotta do something. Yes, I'm Ice-T. I'm sure you've heard all those stories about me, and they're all true. Now, you guys know video games are for everyone, and we need to keep a safe environment for the enjoyment of all. But not everyone's cool like that. So let's run some stuff down and see how smooth you handle certain situations. Question 1. You're playing PvP, and you get smoked by another player, and he starts talking smack to you. So you A, do nothing, you'll get him next time. B, camp and only try to kill him the entire next game. Or C, work on your game plain and simple in practice. A and C are right. Camp is for noobs, and I don't think your team's gonna be too happy about that. But listen, there's a difference between some friendly trash talk and being a toxic dick. There's nothing wrong with hitting your guys with a little smack, but saying good game doesn't cost you anything. Okay, let's try another one. The best way to handle a troll is A, ignore them, B, calmly tell them to chill out, or C, tell them to go f their mother with the controller. Listen, y'all, it's obviously either A or B. There's a delicate art to dealing with a troll. And my approach, which is obviously the best approach, is to kill him with kindness, or I just mute the dumb f***s. All right, last one. You're in a game, and over the chat, you hear a voice that doesn't quite sound like you. So you, A, stick to normal comms because video games are for everyone. And what's it to you? B, focus on your own damn game and mind your own shit. Or C, show some motherfucking respect because I'm sick of hearing all that sexist, racist, homophobic bullshit from a few punk-ass motherfucking dumb f***s out there trying to ruin this shit for the rest of us. I knew you'd pick C. Good job. I think we all learned something today. And by the way, team killing is for assholes, and talking shit to your own team members is some super asshole shit. So I hope this was helpful. I'm Ice-T. Good gaming to everyone. Enjoy E3.
Come on. Oh, no!
Yeah.
No! Again?
Yeah, that's what you get when you take on the Brawlhalla Master.
These things are whack! 1v1 me, bro. For real!
Yeah, I'll toast your buns again, sure. Want to choose a different character?
Yeah! I choose me! Yeah! Woohoo! Brawl Jabraic!
Oh, my burrito! Whoa! It's those guys from the game!
What time is it?
Adventure time! Love that bacon hammer!
All I do is win. Got him!
Go for it, PB!
Uh-huh, Princess Bubblegum gonna show you up! Homies help homies!
This place has everything! Ah! Did somebody order a combo?
Yeah! Woo! Mathematical! 25 million players!
Dude, that's almost 25.5 million!
Oh, snap! Look out!
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Brawlhalla? Brawlhalla?
No, man! Brawlhalla!
Oh. Hey, welcome to Brawlhalla.
This game is...
This is Ubisoft Live at E3, back for a little bit more. My name is Zach. I'm with Matt Woomer from Blue Mammoth. How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, Zach.
We just saw the trailer for a little game called Brawlhalla, and you showed off some really cool stuff, had some pretty big numbers, but I know it's imperative as well that we also understand that some people might not be so familiar with Brawlhalla. So if you could give us a quick taste, a little sneak peek into what Brawlhalla is all about, I would love it.
For sure, for sure. So big picture, Brawlhalla is a free-to-play platform fighting game. It's a very straightforward game. You build up damage on your opponent and you send them flying off the stage. It's, as you can tell, it's a super lighthearted kind of world, a world where Finn and Jake would really feel comfortable. And it's available on the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Switch, and the PC now.
All right, and you got some crossplay going on too.
We do have crossplay. We don't have complete crossplay yet, but we are working on it.
All right. And yeah, we saw in that trailer with your big reveal, obviously, the other day that you've got a pretty robust and active community.
Yes, they are very robust, they're very active, and they're very opinionated. But the reception to this Adventure Time crossover has been really fantastic. It's one of those things that really energizes the team, especially when we're, because we're constantly working, we're constantly trying to figure out what the community wants and make them happy and give them the things that they need and work on balance and work on gameplay. And then when we can come out with something like this that's just pure fun, that's a lot of fun for the team, a lot of fun for all of us.
Awesome. Well, hopefully we can keep them happy as we get into some questions that were pulled from the community. We're going to get into some gameplay, very soon. But again, I was handed this sheet with some pretty specific questions, some of which I don't understand, but I'd imagine I will after you get into the responses.
Real life community questions.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
All right. We'll see if the sweat comes down as we go along.
All right. Here we go.
So the first question is, this game has Hellboy, Shovel Knight, Rayman, and now Adventure Time. What's next? They want more, Matt.
All right. Well, that's an easy one to start with. I can't say. No, we are really excited about the crossovers we've done so far, and I am 100% sure that more is coming because they have just been a blast to do, and working with our partners and the Cartoon Network and everybody has just been a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to doing more.
More, yes. There are lots of legends in there already. Now you've got some crossovers as well. It's an exciting time for Brawlhalla.
It is an exciting time, no doubt.
Marceline, I hope I got that pronunciation right, or the Ice King would be a guaranteed buy. Why weren't they included? I don't know.
Okay,
included in what?
Great question. So Finn and Jake and Princess Bubblegum are the crossovers that we did for the Adventure Time event.
Just announced a couple days ago.
And out right now.
That's important.
Marceline and the Ice King are also extraordinary characters from Adventure Time that everybody loves.
So the big question is where they
why didn't we put them in there? Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, we're just lazy mostly. No. So here's the thing with these crossovers, and this is what's really exciting about the crossovers. So a crossover, we can't do crossovers as legends. It's just not an option for kind of how it works and how it's all structured. So we have to look at it. We have to say, all right, well, what do we do crossovers as? And we had the option to do them as skins. And skins just don't really fit the full richness of what a crossover is. And so when we do a crossover, we say, instead of saying, like with a skin, we say, okay, how can this character, Orion, be Cowboy Orion or Ultimate Orion or whatever? Whereas with a crossover, we take a character, a legend from Brawlhalla, and we take their gameplay. And we say, how can this gameplay become this new character? Because we kind of turn the studio upside down to figure out how to do it, to move the gameplay. So how is it that Finn can truly come to Brawlhalla? How is it that Jake can truly come to Brawlhalla? And that involves reworking their special effects, whole new special effects, whole new sound, whole new everything, often new technical challenges we've never thought of before. When we did Hellboy, all of a sudden we discovered we had to have a right hand of Doom, because you can't have a right and left hand of Doom. And our game didn't have any concept of a right hand of Doom, so we had to invent that. And so constantly we're saying, we're challenging the design and the art team, bring this character to Brawlhalla. So we managed to do it 3 times.
And then you tapped out.
And then we tapped out. We got 2 more. Are they coming in the future? Maybe.
Maybe. That is a big fat maybe. Okay, so where, I ask you, Matt, is the Hattori Azoth canon crossover skins?
They're no doubt coming. Hattori is our most popular character, in part because she is a ninja, and everybody loves ninjas.
Everybody loves ninjas.
But we need to put her on a crossover, no doubt.
Okay, all right. When will the Odin's Chest be back?
Soon.
Can you tell us what Odin's Chest was or is?
Yes, Odin's Chest is a loot box. And loot boxes, the way we handle loot boxes is extremely, perhaps, well, it's extremely fair in the sense that when you roll on a loot box, you have an equal chance of everything in the loot box. And that every time you get something out of a loot box, you get more than what you put in. And so as a result, they're popular, but they need to come back. They're only around for a certain amount of time, so they need to come back.
Limited time, gotcha. Okay. Why no fist bump taunt from Fist Bump Fan 43?
Fist Bump Fan 43.
That's not a real person,
taunt
by the way. I'm sorry.
is a two-person taunt.
Boom.
It's tricky to do.
We just did it
we'll get
great,
to it.
though.
We did a great job
for the
of
record.
it. But technically, we'll get to it.
Okay, if you need to use this footage as a reference point
we're
for
going to mocap
for the
it.
guys at Blue Mammoth,
no doubt.
that's cool. The animation in the trailer was really good, and it was nice to see the characters in animated form one last time. Who made that trailer, Matt?
Trailer, that was a great question. Thank you, trailer
Animation Fan 43. Yeah.
That trailer was done entirely in-house by Blue Mammoth artists. In fact, the trailer happened basically because I couldn't stop it from happening. Once we figured out that we were going to be able to be at E3, the animators kind of took over and shut down the studio for a couple weeks, and we came up with that trailer.
Locked out the managing director to get stuff done.
More or less. I mean,
Wonderful.
I'm not actually lying about that. That's really what happened.
And I'm pretty sure we're going to be chatting with someone who had a hand in that as well, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
I'm looking at tall Steven right now, but he doesn't see. There he is.
Yeah, he was culprit
we'll check in with
2.
you very shortly, sir. How much do these crossovers cost, Matt Woomer?
They cost 300 mammoth coins.
What does that mean? Sorry.
It depends on what country you're in.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
But I'm going to say ballpark $8, $10.
Okay.
Depending on how you do it, maybe as low as 6. I'm not sure.
You're not sure. All right, but
I'm
that's
not
fine.
sure.
So, okay, here's a good one. And perhaps we could have front-loaded this a little bit more to work with the news, the recent events.
All right, hit me.
Why Adventure Time?
Well, that's a self-answering question. And
okay. Do we gloss over it?
I mean, when you think of, if you look at our trailer, one of the great things about the trailer is it was so easy to conceptualize because Brawlhalla is a place where the greatest warriors of all time go to fight forever. This is heaven for warriors, right? And who would be more appropriate in a heaven for warriors than Finn and Jake?
And Princess Bubblegum.
And Princess Bubblegum.
And Princess Bubblegum.
And Princess Bubblegum.
Are the servers up?
Yes.
Are these in-game right now?
The servers are up. They went live during our announcement at E3, and you can get them right now.
Okay, cool. That's it from the community questions. But I mean, we've sort of touched on it. Adventure Time pack is live. The game is live. You've said free to play. Hit us with how people can sort of get in, get their hands dirty, start fighting in Brawlhalla.
So download it, jump in, play, and hit the play button. That'll put you in free-for-all matches. The free-for-all matches are a great place to kind of get your feet wet, figure out what's going on, learn what you're doing. Then, when you are feeling very confident, jump into ranked play.
Oh, all right then.
Ranked play is you're going to get stomped at first. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's part of the experience.
Relax.
Yeah.
And then you'll start to get good. The other thing you can do, you can play with your friends. You can play up to 8 players in the custom rooms if you want to. If you want to jump in with your rooms, again, we have Xbox, Switch, and PC crossplay.
Okay.
So you can jump in with all your friends, and that's actually, surprisingly enough, one of the most common ways that people get into Brawlhalla is they come in with their friends create a room, and they play.
And speaking of which, though, if you're in the same room, can you play with your people?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You got that
absolutely.
Couch competitive action.
Yes, you can play 4 people on the couch and 4 more of your buddies wherever you want.
I love
in a giant match, or you can play 2 people on the couch and 1 person in Japan and 1 person in Germany, or you can do it however you want.
Okay, they don't have to be in Germany and Japan. They can be anywhere.
Oh no, just Germany. No, yes,
okay,
that's right.
All right, cool. Well, I get to use this as an opportunity to thank you, Matt.
All right.
And segue, because we actually do have a couch, a real live couch here at E3, and we are going to do some of this 2v2 action. Are you ready to witness the madness?
I am excited about this. This is a play-a-dev, And play devs are always fun.
Yeah, we had some fun yesterday. I'm going to see if the devs this time at least can get their hats handed to them a little bit more. They were coasting a little bit, doing a little bit of that dominating, but I know people are hungry. I think they've even had a little bit of time to practice, but I want to confirm.
All
So
right.
let's do that. All right. Thank you
All
again,
right.
Matt.
Thank you, Zach. I really appreciate you.
Matt Woomer, Managing Director from Blue Mammoth. And look at that. We're getting a live look at the couch right now. I'm going to take that other seat. And if you don't mind, I'm going to grab that mic, too, so we can give Steven a strong and powerful voice that he has. I'm coming. I'm coming, Steven. I'm coming. Woo! There we go. Look at that. Good stage direction. I like it. How you feeling, Steven?
Dude, I'm feeling awesome. Thanks, Zach.
Wonderful. Who do we have on this couch?
All right, so my name is Steven. I'm an animator on Brawlhalla. With me, I got a couple of other devs. I got Mike here, an animator. We got Josh.
Josh
who
with the
does,
roses. Yeah.
Stuff. Then we've got Martine and Dana. All right, representing
Dana.
E3. They've never played the game before, but we like to pride ourselves on Brawlhalla being easy to pick up and play.
Yeah.
But we're here to show off that it's got a lot of depth for competitive players. So we've
Did
got
they know when we brought them up that they were representing all of E3?
I don't know what they knew. All right, so they're
That's
in the red.
Several thousands of people.
So we've got E3 in red. We've got our Blue Mammoth Games developers in blue on the right. We're getting right into the action here. You can see those weapon spawns drop down. That's where your player can pick up one of the two weapons. All right, looks like we got some good damage already from the E3 team. No, wait, just as I say that, our partner falls to her death. No, Dana! Oh, you know, and this is a great way for us to get some hands-on first player experience.
Yes.
They got to get used to the movement here.
And look out for those ground pounds.
Another thing I should warn you is, even though we're trying to have fun on this couch, the devs are not taking it easy whatsoever. Oh, a taunt comes out, completely unpunished though.
They
Nice
show no
move.
mercy. If yesterday's action was any indication in which they just stomped on the
No
competitors.
mercy. This is mostly going to be fun for us. I don't know if anyone in the crowd. I mean, we're throwing down the gauntlet. Anyone who wants to challenge us, we're taking on all comers here. We fancy ourselves pretty good at the game we make. We're looking to show it off. No, can Jake make it back? Yes. Able to make it back to this stage. The devs have not lost a single stock, and there we go. That was a quick first match, less than a minute. But thank you so much for coming up.
Wow.
And competing with us. We've got some more people waiting in the wings to play.
Rayman holding it down. Thank you so much. Sorry, all of
Thank
E3.
you guys for coming up.
You got stomped.
All right, can we get our next competitors coming on up here? Oh, what? Okay.
These
this is actually
gentlemen
a
were
special
just
match.
on the stage,
Yeah, no
just
strangers.
dancing. Thank you so much. You got that? You all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Brave souls.
All right, we got some of our Just Dance dancers
Brawlhalla
here.
continues. Oh dear. All right.
And if they're as good at Brawlhalla as they are at dancing,
Malachi
we're in
and
trouble.
Tree.
All right. What are his names? Malachi, Ken. All right, we got Malachi
Ken.
and Ken up
All
here.
right.
Also going to be locking in on red team. Dev's going to be in blue.
We see Finn and
We got
Shovel
Finn
Knight.
and Shovel Knight. I mean, can you name a more iconic duo than Finn and Shovel Knight?
Not possible.
And then, we're going over some crazy characters here. We got Rayman. We got Gruagok. We got Thor.
So,
we got a
I mean,
witch.
yeah, we got a lot of options here. What are we working with? What is this roster all about?
Yeah, so we got a roster of 45 legends. Each one can wield 2 of the weapons in the game. There are 11 weapons in the game. Whichever weapon you're holding, that's going to find what moves you have access to. The weapon combination for each legend is unique. So there's only one sword hammer character, only one blaster sword character. And that's how we kind of make up our characters as we go. Is we just fill in the blanks of those combinations.
Gotcha. You see, everything's unlocked here, so we're looking for different colors and outfits and all that jazz.
Yes, we got a lot of cool stuff on this build. All right, here
You're
we go.
ready,
On the new
Steven.
Adventure Time
Yep.
map, in the treehouse, duking it out, seeing who can come out on top. Blue team have already armed themselves. Looks like our red players are just trying to find their way to a weapon. Not going to need it, though. You can pick up damage unarmed.
It kind of looks like our Just Dancers have played before. I'm not going to...
They're both taken off on the side, getting juggled by Shovel Knight's spear. Oh, a little bit of team damage there. Team damage is on. Jake knocked off to the other side of the map, throwing out some attacks. Just trying to... Oh, he's trying to bring the fight to him, you know? Hanging out over there, but it could be a dangerous spot. And just as I say that, there he goes, losing his
Finn
first
goes
stop.
out.
Oh, wait a second. There goes another one.
That's a pretty big shovel right there.
It is a big shovel. That's for taking big scoops out of your opponents. I've lost the Rayman. He was up hanging on the boat. This is a very large map to play on. Lots of space to work around with. Oh! But as I say that, they get scooped up by one big hit. All right, we got one dev in the red. I got to explain the damage meters for a second. So you can see there, as that stock got cleared, his meter went back to white. When you're at white, you're at clean health, and then the more damage you take, you're going to get closer to red, and you're going to get knocked farther and farther until you're knocked out of the whole arena just like that. There we go. Jake showing how it's done. We got a stock off the devs. A commendable feat we've seen so far. Oh, they're laughing. They're having fun. You know, we're just hanging out on a couch playing games.
Yeah,
This is what
no
it's
big
about.
deal. Just smashing each other.
No better way to show off the game than for us to just trick people into playing with us.
Here, let us humble you.
Yeah, we would. We're you know, we're excited for any challenge somebody comes up with here.
I
Was
feel
there
much
Jake's in
safer
trouble?
behind the couch myself.
It is much safer back
Yeah.
here. This is the easier part of it. All right, Rayman by himself against both devs. Doesn't want to get caught up in one of those huge team combos. Oh, are they going to finish it off here? No!
Don't let them bully you, Rayman.
He snuck his way out of it, but they were setting up there. That's a the dunk to do it.
He was trying to do the
Excellent
bait and
game.
switch.
They got
Nicely
one
done.
stock. All right,
That is
thank you
the
guys for
first
coming up.
blemish on an otherwise perfect record from the devs.
That's where we start to see the cracks.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see.
Oh.
We got our next team.
I'm
Come
seeing
on up.
these faces. I know these faces, and I
Yeah.
know these faces are
Yeah.
quite familiar with Brawlhalla.
I'm very excited about this
P.O.
match. You
and
see, we got some
Paul.
crowd support here.
They are part of the star player team here at Ubisoft.
Yes.
Oh, see, no love. This is a fierce competition.
We got my boy Paul. We got P.O. here. They were telling us yesterday how much they play. We were like, all right, come up and challenge us.
And I think it's more than just lunchtime.
Oh, they play a lot.
Yeah.
These guys have got some experience. Look how quickly Paul just locked it. I know Paul's a cross main. P.O. looking for the right pick.
Tell us what is a cross main, Steven?
So cross is the legend you just picked. A main is just your character you play the most.
Ah,
And
all right.
all right, so they're looking like they're going for it here with a cross and Val. Looks like we got our Ubisoft star players in red, our Brawlhalla devs in blue on the right. We got a bubblegum.
This is going to be a pretty solid shot at seeing the devs going down.
Yeah, so you see it right there. We already got first damage by our challengers here. This is going to be a close match. It's going to be the hardest one maybe for the devs today. Oh, look at that nice team combo coming out.
I saw Mike inch forward on the couch. He's trying to make sure he's at his optimal comfort
The closer they get to the screen, the more intense this match will be. There we go, cross off on the side. Can he make past the edge guard? Yes, going to recover over the top. Picking up those blasters, knocked off to the other side now. Can he make it back? No, booped up through the roof.
Striking first. Blue man.
All right, P.O. in trouble as well, holding his own while his partner comes back. Does a little bit of team damage. Oh, extra team damage. We do not need that. A match is going to be this close. Okay, both of them caught up in that same combo. Pulled out of it, though. Somehow still in the match. I can't believe P.O. still has 3 stocks as a partner. No! Paul down to 1.
Cross goes down.
That was devastating for their team. They still have yet to pull a stock off the devs. They need to get something here in order to change the momentum to get back into this game. Oh, the teleportation back to the stage. What a good maneuver. Oh, the bomb! Picks up his own teammate. Loses his stock as well. Okay. Our Ubisoft players are down to, no, just 2 stocks as I say that. Down to a 2v1. There's no stock sharing here. They are in some trouble. What a combo! Can they finish it? All right, picking up lots of damage. The weapon throw to continue it. This is some real bullying here. No! Okay. All right, we're gonna have to censor that. This is a live stream. Can we show this? Oh, nice! What a maneuver to make it back, but not gonna be enough. Still has 1 stock left though.
Timing.
Okay, I believe in the reverse 6 stock. This is what dreams are made of. This is why we have competitions.
P.O., do this for all the star players, man.
Oh, there we go. Shuriken's coming out, throwing out big hits. Looking to get any ground. Oh, with the orb pressure. One of our newest weapons. I don't know what P.O.'s matchup experience is with the orb yet. We release a new weapon every year, release new characters about every 2 months. All right, still in it. He's got those gauntlets, going to throw those away, trade them out for the sword. If you see, your weapon will alternate between which one you had last and then your other weapon. So you can kind of control which one you have in your hand. Whoa, what a way to get back to the stage. Wait, did he take a stock there? Yes! That is right, P.O. Not out of this game yet. Not going to go quietly into the night. He's still got some life left in him. Oh, but that mine, not going to be enough. Still somehow staying in there, using all of his movement to his advantage, baiting them into each other.
Oh, dear.
Somehow there it is. What a match, though. P.O. playing his heart out till the end.
Wow, 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 wow.
Thank you guys so much for coming up and
I
playing
think the
against
star
us.
players will still love you. My goodness. What are these cards? What are we working with?
Okay, so what we're giving out to the, because we're giving out some stuff here. We got some MetaDev cards.
Okay, these are people you are familiar with.
Oh, what an entrance.
No, all right, but they're definitely putting on a show. I like this.
But those
Sean,
MetaDev cards
yes,
we're giving out,
cards.
they're exclusive to meeting a developer at one of these conventions. They've got a code on the back for an exclusive skin you can only get from one of those cards. So they're a sweet prize just for coming up and playing with us, having some fun.
Just saying, I've met a few devs here.
That's true. You know what, Zach? I think I can hook you up. I think I can
Thank you very
hook you
much.
up. All right, who do we have up on the couch
I saw
next?
Sean. We've got a Sean.
Sean?
That is Sean.
All right, we got
Give
Sean
it up
here.
for Sean.
Woo!
Yeah.
Nathan. All right, we got Sean and Nathan. Our
Sean
next-
and Nathan.
Now, these guys are straight from E3, right? Just out of the crowd. Have you guys met each other before? No. This
I
is
don't
where
think so.
the friendship is going to form here today.
And I see some chemistry already. I think they are ready. They've been talking while they were waiting to come up. They are ready to put on a show, clearly. And this is what it's all about.
Yeah. That entrance coming in, they brought the heat. Let's see
Yeah.
if they can show up in the match. Looks like we got one person. We got a Jake on the red team versus Finn on the blue team, and a glow box in there from the Rayman series.
Jake's already proven to be pretty popular here on this stage.
Yes, yeah, he has been. I mean, I absolutely, Jade, our lead effects animator, he was the one who did all the effects animation for Jake, and he absolutely killed it. If you go frame by frame through the Jake car, that move, so many beautiful drawings in there that he did. We really, on the art team, we were so passionate when we got this project because we're all like big Adventure Time fans. We're just pouring our hearts into it, blood, sweat, and tears. Like Matt said, we were going to do like a shorter trailer, but then we were like, no.
Why? Why would we?
We're just going to do
Let's run this out
as much as we can.
Yeah, and you had a big hand in that as well.
Yeah, I was on the team working on the animation. We had some other animators there.
Shout out to the team back in Atlanta.
Shout out to the art team. Shout out to everybody at Blue Mammoth Games, actually.
Yeah, what up, Blue Mammoth?
Everybody there. I love working with them. Everybody's dedicated to making the game better. All right, E3 players on the left in red. Our Brawlhalla developers in the blue.
Oh,
Let's
going
see
right
how
to
it
the
goes.
team damage off the bat.
Do you see how he went right over there and stole their weapon spawn? In 2v2, you get a weapon spawn on each side of the map. All
I
right,
may have
looks like
misread that chemistry.
He's struggling in the middle of the shenanigans pit there, but finding his sea legs, he's going to make his way here pretty quickly. Both of them in orange damage, though. That is getting closer to that KO percentage. In the pit, not going to be able to make it back. There goes the first stock from E3 players.
Finn and Jake going head-to-head.
I know. Once they were friends, but now
no longer.
They got to duke it out.
Not when they're in Brawlhalla.
All right, everybody picks up damage on that mine. Jake's suit coming out. A big hit off the wall. Looking to finish the combo. There it is. So you can use the wall to extend your combos by bouncing your opponent into them, keeping them in stun. Excellent use there by our developers. Glowbox tongue coming out.
What would you say is the most important thing for people who are just paired together for the first time to try and find some success?
Oh my gosh. In 2v2, I don't know what it is. I think
good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Good
I'm not
luck.
sure. Like I said, I can't understate how good we are at our own game here. We're pretty good.
Super humble as well.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm looking for some challenges here, though. Anyone who's willing to fight. What? Okay, there we go. Just as I say that, you talk big, and then you get hit. We're down a stock now. 5-3. Glowbox off of the edge, looking for that edge guard. Gonna stop him off there. All right, we got 2 stocks left on our E3 team. Big combo off the side. Can Jake make it back?
That's
Yes, gonna get
T-ball.
around the ground pound as well, but the tongue not gonna be able to get around that, and he is out of the game. Now down to 1 stock on the E3 team. Do not want to get caught between these two devs. Now you want to keep everybody close. When you're the one person, you want them to be hitting each other because team damage is on. So that's part of the strategy. But if they're good at working around each other, their synergy can be overwhelming. Oh, but there we go. See that? Some team damage, just what he's looking for.
Coaxing them into, hitting each other. I like that. That's a good strategy. Oh!
All right. Heavily damaged. Whoa, just fighting his way back in, and that will do it. Excellent job, everybody. Great game all around.
So far, that high watermark is 1 stock off the devs.
Is that what we've gotten to? Just 1 stock?
Just
all right.
one.
We got to have some team back here that'll take more stocks off of us.
We got some confident souls ready to step up.
Yeah, I'm seeing this next team.
What do you think, brothers? Twins?
I don't know. They look like twins, maybe.
Twins.
Twins?
All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, talk about synergy.
Yeah, they got it.
What-
They've
what
had
do
it
you- what do you-
since the womb.
To answer your question, what do you do to get good at Brawlhalla 2v2
Get
right away?
born at the same time.
Yeah, share the same womb. Share the same womb. All right, here we go.
What are your names, gentlemen?
John.
John?
Cole.
John and Cole.
All right, John
All
and
right.
Cole. All right, twins. I mean, are they going to pick the same legend? Are they going to differentiate? Yeah, you can hero stack all you want. Why not?
Hero stack.
Yeah, okay, are they going to do that?
All right, we got a couple of Shovel Knights in here.
All
Just
right, our
choosing
twin
their weapons.
teams.
Look at all these options.
Yeah, lots of. So the weapon skins are cool. So if you buy a skin for a character, you can use that same weapon skin with any character that uses the same weapon.
Do the weapon skins come with the legend packs, the all legend packs?
No, none of
It's
the
a
skins come
separate
with that.
beast.
Yes, yeah,
Gotcha.
those are separate purchases. All right, looks like we're going to go with double Shovel Knight on our twin team here, representing E3. In our Brawlhalla versus E3 challenge, our devs going with Princess Bubblegum and Hellboy. All right. I mean, we got a Shovel Knight, Princess
Name
Bubblegum.
a more iconic duo.
I mean, they keep becoming more iconic as we go. All right, this is one of the smallest maps here, so lots of team damage can happen. You got to be careful. And just as I say that, caught in the middle. No, the twins. That's a twin combo right there.
Smashed at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and there goes one of them. We thought the twin station was going to be what it takes to take out the devs, but I'm not so sure anymore. They're going to have to show up in a big way in the rest of this match.
I'm going for the Shovel Knights on this one. I know we got a Cole there.
I
That's
mean,
my son's name. I'm feeling pretty good here.
There we go. All right, so they're down to 2 stocks apiece, though.
That's okay.
That's
There's
okay.
plenty of
You know
time
what?
left.
This is where they come to life in the second half here.
Swinging that
the
big
learning
shovel.
curve is exponential, you know? So the more they play, the better they're going to get. And our devs are about as good as they're ever going to be, so maybe that's what they need. Oh, no! Couldn't make it back to the stage! That'll do it. Another stock taken. A tricky bomb throw. What?
Oh!
What a read! And the taunt to finish it. This is some real salty play coming out from our developers, and then finishing off the stock just as easy.
Oh,
The
boy.
double shots in the air. Oh, we're down to... Okay, no. We're still got 2 players. We still got a full set of twins here.
Full set of twins.
Oh, nice. Nice rebuttal. Hitting both of them off the side, securing some safety for his brother to make it back to the stage. I like that. Yes, the mine coming through. That'll
There
take
you
a stock.
go.
There we go.
All we need is one more here.
One more to beat the spread, and I'd call that a victory.
I would too. That's what I'm shooting for.
But they're so heavily damaged on their final stock, so they can have enough time to make it work for them. Oh no, one Shovel Knight taken out. We got one twin left.
Yeah.
And there he
dear.
goes. They could not beat the spread, but they did such a good job. Thank you guys for coming up.
Valiant effort. John, Cole, thank you very much.
We appreciate you coming and playing with us.
Thank you. All right, let's check in with the devs here while we wait for the next contestants. How are you guys feeling? Are we going to be... No, still no mercy, though.
No mercy, absolutely.
Josh, I see that look on your face. You look all friendly, but you're not being very nice.
No, I'm actually very mean, yeah.
The roses would suggest otherwise. Where is the love, Josh?
It's in the thorns, actually.
All right. I like it. Staying on brand.
All right, we
Who
got
do we have here?
2 new competitors. What are you guys' names?
Carson?
Carson and Brody.
Okay.
All right, you guys
feeling
ever
good
played
about
Brawlhalla
Carson
before?
and Brody.
No, okay. Carson, first time playing,
Couple
trying
of
it out here at
first-timers.
E3.
All right. I'm always curious to see where they go with their legend picks, because it's a giant slate, so many colorful characters.
Yes, yeah. The roster's getting to be a little bit overwhelming now. Look at how many characters we have.
I like the look of Dusk there. What's Dusk all about?
Dusk has got Orb and Spear. He's like a dark elf. You know, he invented the orb. He's got some old magic in him. You know, he's got a really powerful kind of martial arts mixed with magic style.
Okay. Do you want to break down the stats as well? We have 4 attributes there.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great idea. So the stats. So you see that sword on the top left? That's your attack strength. The one below that one, that's like the sword swinging. That's your attack speed. So that's going to affect. After your move ends, you have recovery frames. That's when you can't do anything else. That's shorter depending on how much dexterity you have. You can attack quicker after another attack.
Okay.
Then there's defense,
That's the shield.
self-explanatory. You know,
Yep.
that's just your health, the amount of damage you can take.
And
then
the
movement
running
speed.
character, yes.
Yeah, so movement speed. That one's a great stat. Highly coveted because it affects your air and ground speed. And it's the only stat that's really active the entire match, you know. And movement is so important in Brawlhalla here. All right, you see the Dusk on the side, played by one of our devs.
Yeah.
Out against the Shovel Knight on the corner. No! He falls to his death. That'll be a quick stock for our E3 team. Oh, and the pass off there. The devs looking to finish off another stock quickly, bouncing off the wall, looking for the connector, throwing him off the side of the stage, and that will finish it. Shovel Knight in the middle of the map, just looking for something. There's a bomb there he could grab. There's items and swords all over the field, but he's just going to duke it out unarmed. You know what? A gentleman's duel. Why not? Fisticuffs. Let's go. Okay, wait. Can he make it back to the wall? Yes, just barely. He catches the corner. You got your jumps back. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, no. Okay, well, he had his jumps back. And you're allowed, you can dodge, you can recover. There's a heavy attack in the air you can use to punch yourself upwards. There's lots of mobility in the air.
Do you see a lot of bait and switch where you have people sort of going off the side of the map, hoping to coax the opponent into attacking them with the ground pound?
Yeah, I mean, baiting is it's a whole strategy in and of itself. I myself, if I ever in one of those situations,
Are you
get
much
them
of a
reversed,
baiter?
I honestly, accidentally, I always claim that it's a bait when I get the KO, but I got no plan when I'm out there. I'm just hitting buttons.
Managed to keep a straight face there. I applaud you, sir.
All right. Oh, my gosh. I
Double
blinked.
KO.
If you blinked, you would have missed this match. We're down to 1 stock left on the E3 team.
Sometimes 1 is all you need, though.
I'm wondering now if we're the only ones having fun up here. We just want to play some couch party with some people in real life, show off the game. Now we got our Orion by himself, looking for any opening. He's got the devs both in red. He can take both these stocks to be the champion of E3 as far as I see it. That's all he needs. He's still got a lot of health, too. He's only in yellow health.
I am feeling some champion vibes, though.
All right,
from
getting
our
out of a
guys.
lot of these attacks, throwing away that lance. Maybe he wants a spear. Some people prefer one weapon or the other, and they kind of main one weapon, which is totally possible.
Oh, see, there
nice
again.
bomb throw. We'll do it for
Boom,
one stock.
takes
Looking for
one.
another.
We need one more to beat the high
The
water
weapon
mark.
throw shutdown. You see how that move was already started, but he shut it down with a weapon throw? It's actually a pretty professional strategy.
Here's that bare knuckle boxing you were talking about as well. Oh, look at that, coaxing some team damage out of the devs.
Oh, no!
Oh.
And there it is. The
Oh.
Ghost Grass will finish it off, but excellent work, guys. Thank you so much for
That was
coming
a
over and
big
playing with
swing.
us.
How about some cards, gentlemen?
Yeah, we'll give them out their prizes. They did some work.
So I know you were talking with Matt earlier, and he was talking about the fact that it's really easy to pick up and play as far as the availability. It's free to play. It is on the Switch. It is on the PC. It is on Xbox and PlayStation. What is your platform of choice? Where can people perhaps find you out in the wild?
They can find me on the wild, on the rank ladder, on
Hello.
PS4. I'm a ranked
Greetings.
warrior, grinding it out.
I'll take that one.
You know, not to brag, but I've been diamond on PS4.
Oh, no big deal.
So not to brag,
don't
but I'm
mind
pretty
me.
good.
I got a little shine on
That's
me.
where I like to play the most, because I like to play, you know, on my couch, in front of my TV.
Okay.
That's the best for me. I can just relax.
I think there were some heckles from the audience there.
All right, we got two new competitors up here. What were you guys' names? Oh, Team Ubisoft.
Team Ubisoft. I like it. Ubisofties. Okay, so that's they have struck a bond.
Okay.
Are you guys from Ubi? Are you from Ubi? No, he is. Maxime is from Ubi. All right, cool. But they're Ubisofties.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some love and some dev.
Yeah, all right.
Together at last.
It's like a chimera. Their team is, you know, two different halves put together, or whatever
like
a
it.
chimera is. I think there's three things in a chimera, at least. All right, our devs again, locking in with blue. Our E3 challengers, Ubisofties, they're going to be in red. We're going to Thunderguard Stadium here. Haven't seen this map yet. You got that shenanigans pit in the middle. You got to watch out there. You can get reversed. You can get dunked on. You can get all kinds of stuff happen to you. Both the devs have armed themselves quickly in this match. Here's our Mordex trying to find a weapon. Oh no! Team damage off on the side. Can they both make it back? Nice cannon blast to secure a clean path. We're going to make it back on top of the stage. All right, damage is going in every direction. So far, pretty close match all around. No stocks taken, some more team damage. Splitting off the two 1v1s on either side of the map. We've got an edge guard situation for the Jake. Can he come out? Can he make it back to the wall? Yes, going to take a stock and make it back safe to the wall. All right, down to just two stocks for our Val player. Oh, getting rocked by the cannon all the way on the side. Oh, that cannon blast would have been devastating finish, but he could touch the wall to reset his jumps. Okay, down to just one stock. Oh, I got to say, that's Mike here on that Sidra pick with the cannon, and that is his main. This is a dirty trick to play here, going with your main against people who may have never played the game before.
I think he's going particularly hard on the Ubisofties.
Yeah, you know, I think he is. That may have been the plan.
Not cool, Mike.
Oh, nice
Not
spike
cool.
ball set up there.
Oh!
What a play! The mind games. He threw that spike ball up, locked him in, hit him off. They've done so much good damage here. They can come back in this match. I believe in it. They've got one dev off the side, but they're caught up dealing with the other. Can't find the opening to secure that KO. All right, knock through the roof. There we go. First stock taken by the Ubisofties. They got to stock
like
off
it.
the devs.
Just need one more.
Oh, and there it is. They got a player eliminated down to just our Mordex. But he's got two stocks, actually. All right, I'm guessing this guy plays.
This
He's
is
got some
Maxime
experience.
from Ubi.
Can he hold it out in this 2v1? Can he take another stock off the devs? Oh, what? He's not going to need to.
Team kill.
We count those. All right.
Boom.
Two stocks apiece for everybody. He is behind in the head count, but
New record.
maybe he can turn this around. Oh no. Oh, no. That is it for his second stock, now down to one. All right, let's see what he can do with it, though. He's got some options here.
Do we call those alley-oops when one teammate sets up another for the dunk?
You know what? That is a total alley-oop right into the dunk. They've done it. Looking to see if they can. Oh, no! Mike's is going to go for a breakaway here. Not even going to do any team damage. All right. Let's see if they can set up one of those team combos in the middle of the stage. Maybe not going to be needed. They've got so close. The Jake car comes out. Bumping him off the edge. There's the alley-oop. All right. Nice
That
job,
cannon
guys.
shot. Oh, my goodness.
Excellent work, though. We saw some good moves out there. Oh, thank you, guys.
You got some prizes. Great job. You guys set the new record. I like it. Ubisofties coming strong.
All right. I get the record's two stocks off the
Two
devs.
stocks, yeah.
You know, we talked a big game.
Records are made to be broken.
Yes,
I
here
think
we
we're going
go.
to see it broken by
Record
these
breakers
gentlemen
right here.
We have a
How's it
Jacob,
going, guys?
and we've got a Donald.
All right, Jacob and
Jacob
Donald.
and Donald, let's get it done. So real talk, Mike, that last cannon shot there, that was luck, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. I don't think he heard me, but he admitted that it was luck. So, yeah, the cannon shot. It was lucky. Lucky cannon shot.
All right, we got
to
Jacob and
close the game.
Donald.
Jacob and Donald.
All right, Jacob and Donald going to be locking in red.
You know, one might even say Donald and Jacob.
Donald and Jacob.
Yeah.
Whichever way we got Donald, Jacob, in that order. Locking in with Black Knight and Taros. They got the beef there. They've got some hard-hitting characters.
Taros looks a little fierce there.
Yeah, Taros has got some hard-hitting moves. Maybe that's what they're going to need to take maybe 3 stocks off the devs. I mean, that's the bar to beat. You know, if we're at that strongman competition, everybody walked up. They got 1 stock, 2 stock.
We are
get
quite
more.
literally at the strongman competition right now. They're
All right.
swinging away at the tree that is these devs from Blue Mammoth.
Our devs in blue. We got a Zariel. We got a King Knight, also from the Shovel Knight series. So we got 2 Shovel Knight characters in here. We love Shovel Knight at Blue Mammoth Games. Oh no! And just as I say that, he falls to his death. Looks like our King Knight's gonna make it back into the stage. Now Taros stuck by himself. His partner comes back, but he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's close. He's off on the edge. Can he make it through? No! Gonna get booped up the top as his partner gets dunked
That
down
ground
below.
pound.
The second stock was a quick one for our Black Knight player.
I gotta say, I think the dunk is my favorite.
The dunk, yeah.
That's
ground
that
pounding
ground
somebody.
pound in the air, right?
That's like the disrespect.
That's what
yeah.
I'm picking up on? Yeah, okay, great.
Yeah, when you ground pound somebody, especially if you call it out from a high distance.
Oh, you call your shot?
Yeah, that's the ultimate disrespect.
Dunk incoming?
All right, looks like we've got a lot of damage on everybody now. The devs still holding on to 3 stocks apiece.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. Look at all that coverage in the air they're throwing out. Trying to end these stocks quickly. Get as many people on stage as possible, I guess, is their strategy. No! Black Knight, can he make it back? And he can't, and that'll do it. 3 stocks down. His partner looks like he's not long for this world as well. Down to just 1. What is that?
Come on,
Out of
Taros.
nowhere. The infighting happening now. This is where he's got to capitalize. Oh, no. Big combo. Able to DI out of it. Good maneuver there. Finds his way to safety, but can't get to the weapon. Picking up lots of damage now. Knocked off the side.
Can't even make
That
it
is
to the ground. My
No.
goodness. Ooh.
Oh, man.
That was vicious. I thought I smelled champion.
Yes.
I might have smelled something else.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. The cheese
Couple of
from,
cards.
was it the
There you go.
cheese from the
It
devs?
might have been the cheese.
The cheese
You
from the
can't
devs.
shoot cheese in super hard.
All right, we got some more competitors coming up here.
Is that sweat on the back of your neck, Josh?
I'm ready
Yeah.
for an E3 victory.
Yeah, it's about that time. How are you guys doing? Great. Thank you for asking. They said good for the record. I know we didn't throw a mic in their face. How are you? You're well?
I'm very well.
Are you ready to smoke some devs in Brawlhalla?
Hell yeah.
Yeah! I love that
All right,
comp.
what are your guys' names? Emily?
Emily and DJ.
All right, Emily and DJ.
Team DJ Emily.
Emily's like the trash talker of the team, gets everybody hyped.
Throwing down the hits in game against the devs.
And that is what it's going to take. You're going to need to hit him a bunch and not get hit. That's really the formula.
The goal is ultimately to kill more than to be killed.
Yes. Yeah. All right, Emily and DJ learning the controls now. As good a place as any to do
we
it.
Gotcha. I was worried that we lost your mic, but we have you.
I was worried too. All right, looks like they accidentally backed out. That's fine. It's going to make it more confusing for me. All right, we got a Hellboy.
Hellboy's
we got
back.
a Spectre Knight.
Yep.
We got a Finn. We got a Barbara from the Rayman series. We got everybody represented out here. This is the only place we can play these 4 characters fighting each other. Here we go. Devs versus E3. Let's get that first E3 victory.
Love to see
and
that.
just as I say that, huge combo on both the players. Dealing out that damage, getting an early lead for our devs. Trying to continue this show we've been putting on. Or clinic, rather. Oh, no, that was a bait. I mean, clearly. That was the next level right there. All right, the double down light. Going for that ground pound. Able to pick up lots of damage. Not able to get that KO yet. Oh, popped off by his teammate. Not looking good for our Spectre Knight. There it is, the final hit to do it. All right, Hellboy showing some life here, but just as I say that, getting knocked out to the side, looking for a weapon, something. Oh, big hits, picked up back and forth, he gets batted. Now he's already in the orange on that second stock. They're looking to close this out quickly.
That was a best case scenario there. What was he talking about right there? What happened?
I think, I don't know, they hit each other and he didn't kill him. I think
Okay, yeah, that's what you
best case scenario is you hit your partner and they don't die. There you go.
Make sure they're awake.
Another couple stocks taken. What? Oh, one of them was from the dev team.
Hey now.
Here we go, E3.
We got one.
Now we're showing up.
Halfway there. Oh.
The devs eliminating one of our E3 players. Now it's just down to one stock, one life, one Hellboy.
DJ Hellboy.
Can he make it work? Setting up for the team combo. Able to break his way free. What can he do with this last stock? Can he take another stock off the devs?
Damage done with a bare knuckle boxing. Of course, that Doomfist is not quite just a bare knuckle.
What? Oh, what a pass. There we go. Not quite the alley-oop. Didn't finish it off. But can we see it here?
That's a tough spot to be in, right in between the two.
Yeah, you just want it. There it is. Final hit will take the game.
Nicely done.
In on top.
Thank you very much for jumping in.
Thank you,
I gotta
guys.
ask.
Yes.
Mike and Josh, are they the best of the studio? Did you send your 2 ringers?
I feel like I'm supposed to say yes.
But they're not. Are you better than them?
I would say we go back and forth. We've got a lot of. That's the fun thing about our office is when we're playtesting stuff. Like everybody plays the game. We're all pretty good at it. We all have fun matches when we're hanging out and like playtesting new characters and things like that. So we play a lot against each other.
Okay. And how about when everyone's sort of out there playing against the community?
Yeah.
In ranked.
Yeah.
Where do you guys sort of stack up against the best of the best?
We're pretty good. I would say we're all at least top 5%, if not more.
Okay.
Josh is probably the best of the 3 of us, if I'm going to give him a shout out. I said probably. We'll have a match later to decide.
A little bit of margin for error.
Who do we got
in
up here
that claim.
next for our E3 players?
They do not want to tell you. They want to remain
the nameless
anonymous.
Ones. That's
we
fine
do have
by
a
me.
nice Ubisoft jacket over here.
See that? If we win this match, I get that jacket.
Wow.
How do I get one of those? I'll figure it out later. All right.
How many cards you got?
Yeah, okay. I got 3 cards for a jacket. All right, we got our devs in blue. What? Okay, big combo coming out already early on. Not too much damage taken, though. As long as they can deal it back. What a throw with the catch for the double kill! Are you kidding me? That was
an
actually
opening
clean.
statement.
I don't know why the crowd isn't on there. Well, they're already on their feet. But, man, that was like a clean hey-ho right there.
They can't stand anymore, Steven.
Yeah, you're right. Get on someone's shoulders out there.
Yeah.
Or don't. That's a liability. Okay, here we go.
I did see a taunt. I think that was pouring some salt out. Is that what that was?
Yeah, we do got the salt taunt. In case you know, that's the way you want to roll.
I couldn't tell if that was a little pour some sugar on me, but
we should make a sugar one.
Yeah.
That would be nicer. But we
It's
got
so
the salt
sweet.
out here. All right, our red team struggling. We got one player down to 1 stock. Our Wushang, can he make it back to the stage? No, what? Okay, no. Not able to make it back. Down to 1 stock apiece. Somehow, I didn't even see that stock come off our devs, but we've got a player at 2. So they've done some work out there. Don't want to get caught up in that double
that was a nice little combo
again.
work, though. Yeah.
All right, caught between both the devs.
Oh.
Duking their way out. We got 2
Making a
1v1s
little
going.
bit of magic. Oh, this
okay,
is
final
where you
stop
don't
off
wanna
the
be.
top. That was not the way I thought it was going to go.
Good mobility, though. Oh.
Yeah, his movement's getting good. Oh, just as I say that, the ninja comes out of nowhere.
Oh,
not going to be able to make it back.
The jump.
And that is
Hattori.
it. But that was, that was a hot start for the devs. That was kind of hard to come back from.
We probably have time for maybe one, maybe
You guys
2.
are coming
Thank you
up.
so much. Valiant effort, gentlemen. Whew. Here we go. Uh-oh.
All right.
Yes. So this is it.
Yes, here we
these are
go.
guys from the Ubisoft Gaming League. We have 3 of them.
Yeah, from Massive
So
Entertainment.
they fight to determine which 2 are going to be. Oh, all right.
Oh, what?
Josh
Oh, we got
gets
a swap out. Okay, we got them all up here.
Great job. Great job.
This is Team Tea time.
So we have Double Dippin' and what does this say?
Gangster Cracker.
Gangster Cracker.
And
okay.
Obscene Teapot.
And Obscene Teapot.
They make up Team Tea time.
So we do have some internal tournaments going on, the Ubisoft
Yes.
Gaming League, and these were the grand champions of that. And
Yeah,
now we have some strife from within as they are clearly going somewhat head-to-head.
Yes, yeah. So we split them up. So we got one of the Team Tea times is a traitor, Simon, over here.
Yeah.
Going on the
Obscene
Brawlhalla Dev
Teapot.
team. But this is actually a grudge match from 2 days ago. We played during the pre-show in a 3v3. Again, Devs victorious. But Team Tea time, keeping it in the family.
I didn't like your tone when the way you said that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the devs won.
Well,
I think this is when we see Ubisoft coming through to take out the Blue Mammoth.
Yeah, I'm a
Devs.
big believer in the Tea time win here because we got Gustav on Scarlet in red with that rocket lance. we played some matches outside of that one match, and I saw some stuff from his lance, so I'm going to respect it out here. So far, we're close in this game. We got a Hattori in red. That's Ricky, Gangsta Cracker, a.k.a.
I like that. You got nicknames and first names.
In the short time we've been here, we've become fast friends.
Okay.
With this group.
Oh!
But that doesn't mean that, this isn't going to be
Look at
brutal
that.
competition.
We got one
What?
stock off
okay,
the
okay.
devs.
This is the first time we've seen anybody get a lead on our devs. We got one of them down to 2 stocks. Worth it, though. That was totally worth it, Gustav. That KO. No, wait, just kidding. That was your own teammate. That was the least worth it thing ever. He KO'd his own teammate and took damage on that mine.
That was hard sight.
That was like a stock market
Yeah.
crash. That was the worst. That was the worst bet. All right, here we go. Still close game.
Oh, yeah, team
only one
damage
stock to
coming into play
separate
there.
him. And that's Mike. I know that's Mike on the Fate. And he is barely hanging in there, looking to hunt down that second stock off the Hattori, off on the edge. She's going to find her way back to the stage safely. Oh, is that going to be a double kill? No, not quite. The weapon throw to put on the
both made
pressure.
their way back. Missed out on that weapon toss.
All right, game is now perfectly even, though. Stocks are tied. Damage is tied. This could go either way. No, another team kill. All right, I think Gustav...
That's that internal strife I was talking about. I just thought it would be a little bit more separated amongst the teams.
All the devs KOs have come from Gustav, I think, to be honest. All right. Oh, what? The game is still tied. Still, 3 stocks between each team. Damage spread evenly across them. This is going to be a close nail-biter right to the end. All right, throwing his partner in there. Get back in the action, he says. Both our red players knocked up by the same blast. Up top, going to avoid that spike ball. Okay, our red team is taking a lot of damage on these stocks. They could get, either one of them could lose it at any time. The
Quality
mine just
dodging,
barely.
though. Chipping away.
That was a close one. Going to clear that mine from the field. The uppercut sneaks on in,
Enchantress,
eliminating.
the
Oh,
big
that's
swing.
Ricky. All right, this is the way Gustav wanted it, though.
Classic
Unofficial team captain of Team Tea Time. From the down, here's going to reverse this 3 stock. He just has to get that 1 KO on the Ember to make this a clean 1v1.
Is there any way to get health back?
There's no way to get health back.
Okay, we're stuck in the red until you're dead.
Maybe if Gustav slips me some money behind the couch,
Last stock
I
here.
can program it in. No, there's no way to get health back. He's got 1 stock, and that's all he's got left to play with here. He's against a dev and his own teammate. This could be an awkward plane ride back, depending on how this goes. This could end the friendship. Gustav, he's not very forgiving. That's what I know about him so far. All right, knocked off the edge. Nice hammer throw. Whoa, the connection there. An excellent play to keep himself in this game. He's got so much damage on him so far. Oh, and there it is, a little team combo to finish it, but excellent match nonetheless.
That was great. And that is the new record. I don't know if it counts because we didn't have Josh, but
I'll count it. Why not?
All right.
We'll count
Good
it.
to go. That is going to be our last match for Brawlhalla today. We're obviously going to be back a little bit later on here at the booth, and we got plenty more to come tomorrow as well. They didn't even, they're just gone.
Yeah, and
They
if you're
left.
here and you want to fight us, come back later at 4:30 around.
Sure. Somewhere around there.
Take
It's
us
a
on.
busy day, lots going on. Plenty more to come still. If you are watching, we will have some For Honor in a matter of minutes on twitch.tv/For Honor. If you're here, we have tons more to come, and we're going to keep the day going here. This is Ubisoft Live at E3. Thank you very much, Steven.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. You want to give us one more sort of spin in terms of Brawlhalla, where people can play it, how they can get into the action?
Yeah, Brawlhalla is free to play. We're a platform fighter. We're on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Steam. So lots of places you can find us. Come check us out if you're interested.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Again, this is Ubisoft Live at E3.
Come on, come on. Oh, no! No! Again?
Yeah, that's what you get when you take on the Brawlhalla Master.
These things are whack.